I thank you guys for joining us. So we will take the national anthem and we can quickly start today. We don't really have much to discuss today, but in view of the video being circulated by Sunday Dagboru, so I will respond to that. Although we've made an official statement as regards that video, we will respond to that. So we take the national anthem first.
Ìṣọ̀kan àti ìlera ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fòpò ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀.
Thank you guys for joining us. Today I will make an official response to Sunday Igboho statement he made about us and myself in particular. Then I will speak on today's topic. I'll speak on today's topic. So because of the requests from everyone, and I've been asked to speak Yoruba because I will have to respond to the allegations against me by Sunday Ademo and Sunday Igboho. So, and I will appreciate that some of you must have watched the video in which he made mention of my person, as it were. It's about the campaign on Yoruba Libras. And the Yoruba Libras can get them down on it. They are members of the PDP. The only thing only in common ni wọ́n máa attack Tinubu. Tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹyọ kan Tinubu ni. Tó bá sọ mẹ́wàá gbogbo mẹ́wàá yẹn lórí Tinubu ni. Gbogbo problem ìgbésí ayé wọn Tinubu ló dá sílẹ̀. So Tinubu náà máa ń focus attention wọn on. So àwọn ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí agitate fún Oduduwa Republic nígbà tí PDP ti kúrò ní power ní 2019 tí wọ́n lose election. PDP ti kúrò ní power ní 2015. But wọ́n lose election 2015, wọ́n tún repeat it again 2019. So ìbẹ̀rù bá wọn ipe tí àwọn ò bá ṣe nǹkan kan sọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu ń sìn pé Tinubu á di president ní 2023. So torí ẹ̀ náà ṣe jáde. So nǹkan tó wọ́n wá ń lò ní pé nǹkan tí Yorùbá nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí. Tẹ bá rí anybody tó jẹ́ full-blooded Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé ìyá ẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, bàbá ẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, gbogbo wa la fẹ́ Oduduwa Republic. Tí a bá lè rí Oduduwa Republic, gbogbo wa la fẹ́ regional government tá à ń ṣe káwọn Ìgbò tó bàjẹ́. So nǹkan tí àwọn Yorùbá Liberals yẹn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n wà nínú PDP, nǹkan tí wọ́n wá jù síwájú fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Wọ́n ń purọ́ fún àwọn Yorùbá pé àwọn fẹ́ gba Oduduwa Republic fún wa. Ṣùgbọ́n 16 years náà fi control presidency. Wọn ò fún wa ní regional government, wọn ò dẹ̀ fún wa ní Oduduwa Republic. Àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ regional government, tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ Oduduwa Republic, wọ́n máa arrest wa ń gbà yẹn tó bá yẹ pa ń sọ. Tinubu, òun ni party ẹ̀ tó lead ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń demand fún a return to regional government tó pè ní decentralized democracy. So gbogbo àwọn tí ó wà ní PDP nítorí pé wọ́n ti lose power in 2015 and again in 2019 gbogbo wọn wá gang up wọ́n wá láwọn fẹ́ Oduduwa Republic ṣùgbọ́n wọn wá ṣe in a legitimate way. Wọ́n wá ń lo àwọn Haúsá àti Ìgbò láti máa pa àwọn ìran Yorùbá. Wọ́n wá ń purọ́ pé insecurity wà kò gbọdọ̀ sí election. Láti jọ́ta láyé ti dáyé àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní wọn ní ìgboyà láti wọlé Yorùbá kán máa pa wá bí ẹran. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó wà PDP ló ń lo àwọn Haúsá particularly àtàwọn Ìgbò pé kó wá máa pa Yorùbá bí ẹran. So nǹkan tó wá fi ń ṣe campaign wọn nìyẹn. Ipa Haúsá ti pa wá tán o, àwọn Fúlàní ń pa wá nínú oko wa o, àwọn fẹ́ lọ ẹ fún wa l'Oduduwa Republic. Wọn ò fẹ́ Oduduwa Republic, wọn ò fẹ́ kí Tinubu jẹ president ni. Torí tán bá fẹ́ Oduduwa Republic nígbà tí agbára federal government wà lọ́wọ́ wọn, wọ́n ti lò fún ìran Yorùbá ká fi gba Oduduwa Republic. Wọ́n wá di pé wọ́n wá àwọn èèyàn tán máa mẹ́ni kúnra, àwa sọ fún wọn pé àbá wọn ṣe, àwa la bẹ̀rẹ̀ agitation fún Oduduwa Republic, the Young Yoruba for Freedom. 2012 Latin advocate fún Oduduwa Republic. A dẹ̀ ti set bá ṣe lè get Oduduwa Republic yẹn. A dẹ̀ ti sọ fún gbogbo ìran Yorùbá pé a gbọ́dọ̀ gba agbára lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní. Gbogbo nǹkan tá ti ṣe làwọn liberals yẹn náà wá mú gbogbo videos mi pátápátá náà ti jókòó wọn wò wọ́n wá ń lò ó fi deceive àwọn Yorùbá. Ibi tán ti wá ṣe tán wẹ́ni kúnra náà ti wá lọ rí Sunday Dagboru tó ń pera ẹ̀ ní Sunday Igboho. Ó dẹ̀ máa kan àbùkù fún nǹkan tó sọ ń pa mi ní àná, ó máa kan àbùkù ẹ̀. Ibẹ̀ náà ti lọ gbé màá ní ẹ wá. Ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe pé wọ́n kàn dédé gbé Sunday Igboho wá. Tẹ́ bá wo history Sunday Igboho ní ìgbà tó ti wà tó ti ń ṣe talk fún PDP, ó ń rí jẹ. Nígbà tí ò rí talk ṣe mọ́ ló ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ kó máa kó mọ́tò wọlé láìsan tax, kó máa kó ìbọn wọlé, kó máa kó ìrẹsì wọlé tíjọba ti sọ pé wọn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe. Fàyàwọ́ ló ń ṣe. So nígbà tí wọ́n ti bọ́dà ni kò rí fàyàwọ́ yẹn ṣe mọ́. Wọ́n ti bọ́dà yẹn ní August 2019, kò rí fàyàwọ́ ṣe mọ́. Lòun náà wá join àwọn tó ń pariwo Oduduwa Republic. Ó fẹ́ fi wọ́n make owó because kò sówó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mọ́. Kí ló dé tí ò sì fi sówó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mọ́? Ó participate nígbà tó wà ní 28 years old. Ó lọ kọ́ iṣẹ́ mechanic, àwọn tó ń tún ọ̀kadà ṣe. Iṣẹ́ tó kọ́ nìyẹn. Kò lọ sí secondary school. Èmi ò mọ̀ bó ṣe lè difficult fún ìran Yorùbá kó bímọ kí ọmọ ẹ̀ má lọ sí secondary school nígbà tá ti ní free education láti ayé regional government. Kéèyàn kan wà sí kó dẹ̀ má pass through secondary school. Téèyàn bá tiẹ̀ lọ sí university tí ò lọ polytechnic, ìyẹn wà understandable. But kéèyàn kan wà kó má lọ secondary school, ẹ mọ̀ pé kò ní ọpọlọ tó pé ní ayé tá a wà yìí. Sunday Igboho ò ní ọpọlọ yẹn. So nígbà tó pé 28 years ló gbé Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ní Ayọ̀ Famuyide Street ló ń gbé ńgbà yẹn. So ibẹ̀ lógun Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Nígbà tí ogun Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ńgbà yẹn, ó ń gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn òbí ẹ̀ ni. Tí ọmọ 28 years bá ń gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn òbí ẹ̀, oríire jìnnà síbí ẹ̀. Because mi ò rí bí ọmọ 28 years máa ṣe máa gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn òbí ẹ̀. Ogun Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ló jà. Kí ló fa ogun Mọdákẹ́kẹ́? Ó wà lára nǹkan tá a fẹ́ sọ lénìí kó tó di pé Sunday Dagboru ó sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa mi tí mo dẹ̀ láti response. Not enemies, just friends. Nǹkan tá a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ẹ̀yẹn. A fẹ́ fi àwọn tó ń ṣe ìjàmbá fún Yorùbá nínú Nàìjíríà, a fẹ́ fi wọ̀nyí lénìí. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ yẹn máa jẹ́ kí ẹ understand it. Ní August 1996 ní Sani Abacha ọmọ Fúlàní ni. Bàbá ẹ̀ Kanuri, ìyá ẹ̀ Fúlàní. Ló jẹ́ head of state Nigeria ní 1993. So bàtó di 1996, so to say, ó fi ọmọ Igbo jẹ́ military administrator fún Ọ̀ṣun state. Ọmọ Igbo yẹn orúkọ ẹ̀ jẹ́ Anthony Obi. Nítorí pé Yorùbá ń jà ọ̀rọ̀ June 12, 1993. Sani Abacha sọ fún Anthony Obi pé kó dá ogun sílẹ̀ ní Ọ̀ṣun state. Ogun ò kó ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀ rí, torí Ifẹ̀ ni orísun ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Kò sí ìlú Yorùbá kan tí ò jáde láti Ifẹ̀. Àwọn òbí mi méjèèjì, ìkan jẹ́ Àkókó, Ọ̀kà Àkókó, ìkan jẹ́ Rẹ́mọ. Tẹ́ bá dé Ifẹ̀ lénìí, Ìrẹ́mọ quarters wà ńbẹ̀, ibi tí àwọn Rẹ́mọ ti jáde nìyẹn. Tẹ́ bá dé Ifẹ̀ lénìí, Ọ̀kàrúfẹ̀ ó wà ńbẹ̀, ibi tí àwọn Àkókó láti Ọ̀kà, ibi tán ti jáde nìyẹn. Orísun méjèèjì àwọn tòbí mi nìyẹn. Kò sí ẹni tí ò ní trace sọ̀sẹ̀ sí ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n Sani Abacha tó jẹ́ ọmọ Fúlàní àti Kànúrì, ó sọ fún Anthony Obi, ọmọ Ìgbò, pé kó dá ogun sílẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀. Nítorí pé gbogbo Yorùbá ń bá Abacha jàǹgbà yẹn, wọ́n ní pé kó ṣe Abíọ́lá jẹ president. So ọgbọ́n wo ni Anthony Obi tó jẹ́ military administrator Ọ̀ṣun, ọgbọ́n wo ló lò? Ó sọ fún àwọn Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ pé òun fẹ́ gbé local government headquarter sí Mọdákẹ́kẹ́. At the same time, ó sọ fún àwọn Ifẹ̀ pé àwọn Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ fẹ́ kóun gbé headquarter yẹn síbẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n òun ò ní gbé, òun á gbé sífẹ̀. Ó wá promise àwọn méjèèjì, ó fẹ́ forí wọn gbára wọn torí ọmọ Ìgbò ni. So ó wá announce ní August 1997, ó announce pé headquarter local government yẹn o kò ní sí ní Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ mọ́ o, ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀ ló máa wà. Ibi tíjà ti bẹ́ sílẹ̀ láàrin Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ àti Ifẹ̀ nìyẹn. Abacha ọmọ Kànúrì tó jẹ́ head of state Nigeria, òun ló sọ fún Anthony Obi tó jẹ́ military governor Ọ̀ṣun state tó jẹ́ ọmọ Ìgbò pé kó dájà lẹ̀ láàrin Ifẹ̀ àti Mọdákẹ́kẹ́. Ibi tí Sunday Igboho tẹ́ mọ̀ lénìí, ibi tó ti jẹyọ nìyẹn. Bí mo ṣe sọ fún yín, motorcycle mechanic ni, kò lọ sí secondary school. Ẹni tí ò bá ti lọ sí secondary school, illiterate ni. Láyé tá a wà yìí, láti 17th centuries ní Yorùbá ti ń graduate, kéèyàn wà kó má jáde secondary school, ẹ mọ̀ pé stark illiterate lẹ́ni ẹ̀, because that is the minimum level of education tẹ́ ẹ lè ní. Ẹni tí ò bá ti ní ò lè represent ìlúkìlú, kò lè ṣe nǹkan kan ní ayé yìí. Òótọ́ tó wà ńbẹ̀ nìyẹn. Tẹ́ bá wo constitution Nàìjíríà tí ò dá, even constitution Western region tó jẹ́ ti Yorùbá, ẹni tí ò bá ti ní secondary school education kò lè contest election. Abacha Buhari kò ní, torí kò jáde. Wọ́n lo ògbójú ni. Buhari ò jáde secondary school. Ó lọ secondary school ṣùgbọ́n kò jáde. Sunday Dagboru, Sunday tí gbogbo yín pè Sunday Igboho, kò tiẹ̀ fojú kan secondary school rí. So kò ní ọpọlọ. So tó ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ máa mọ̀ pé èèyàn tí ò ní ọpọlọ ni. Tó bá lọ sí secondary school á ní ọpọlọ. So àìní ọpọlọ ẹ̀ ni mo máa fi wọ̀nyí lẹ́yìn. So nǹkan tó ṣe nìyẹn o. Ibi tó ti wọ ọ̀rọ̀ Ifẹ̀ Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ nìyẹn, tó yẹ pé ó jagun yẹn ní side Mọdákẹ́kẹ́, ó ń pa àwọn Yorùbá tó wà nífẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n at the end of the war, ogun yẹn parí ní 1999. Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó ogun yẹn parí, àwọn ọmọ Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ wá ń bínú wípé àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí ilẹ̀ Mọdákẹ́kẹ́. Àwọn Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ yẹn kì í sọ fún àwọn Ọ̀yọ́ ni o. Ọ̀yọ́ náà ti wá táwọn Ifẹ̀ fún wọn nílẹ̀ kan máa gbébi tó ń pè ní Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ lẹ́yìn. Kò síjà láàrin àwọn méjèèjì, Ìgbò àti Fúlàní, torí pé àwọn ló ń control federal government. Àwọn ló dẹ̀ tún jẹ́ military administrator Ọ̀ṣun. Àwọn ló dá ìjà yẹn lẹ̀ torí wọ́n fẹ́ ba ìran Yorùbá jẹ́. Torí ẹ̀ la ṣe sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ gba presidency. Tá a bá gba presidency, Ìgbò àti Fúlàní á máa pawọ́pọ̀, wọn á máa ba ìran wa jẹ́. So gbà tíjà yẹn parí, ibi tí Sunday Igboho ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tiẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Mẹkáníìkì ló ń ṣe, kò ríṣẹ́. Torí gbogbo àwọn tó lọ ń gbé iṣẹ́ mẹkáníìkì fún, wọ́n realize pé kò mọ̀ dáadáa. So ó wá lọ jagun. Kì í ṣe pé ó win ogun yẹn o, kò win, torí Ifẹ̀ ó defeat Mọdákẹ́kẹ́. Headquarter tí wọ́n ti torí ẹ̀jà, ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀ náà gbé sí. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ bínú. Wọ́n wá lọ identify àwọn ọmọ Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ tí ò fún wọn ní owó láti ja ogun yẹn. Wọ́n wá lọ attack wọn. Àwọn nígbà tí ogun ti parí ni o, àwọn tó attack wọn, ara wọn ni Sunday Igboho wà, tèmi ń pè ní Sunday Dagboru. Wọ́n mú Alhaji Amidi Òkè wọ́n lù bí omi òjò. Sunday olóṣì olórí burúkú Sunday Ìgbòho iná wà lára wọn. Alhaji Tìámíyù Kọ́láwọlé wọ́n fẹ́ pa, àti Chief Benjamin Adéyẹmí wọ́n àtàkì ẹ̀ ní Mọdákẹ́kẹ́. Ogun ti parí, ọ̀tẹ̀ ò sí mọ́, gbogbo nǹkan ti yanjú, ṣùgbọ́n Sunday Ìgbòho àtàwọn olóṣì tọ́jọ́ rìn gbà yẹn gbogbo wọn lọ àtàkì àwọn ọmọ Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ tí ò support ogun yẹn. Ìyẹn ló ń ṣe títí tí wọ́n fi lé ní Mọdákẹ́kẹ́. Tó bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pariwo pa àwọn jagun Mọdákẹ́kẹ́, ogun Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ nìkan ló jà, kò dẹ̀ win ogun yẹn. Ìyẹn ló máa sọ. Nígbà tó di 1999 tí wọ́n wá lé Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ torí pé nígbà tó ogun ti parí ó yìí lọ àtàkì àwọn tó lówó ní Mọdákẹ́kẹ́, ó fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn, ó ní pé wọ́n dá sí ogun yẹn, ó fẹ́ máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn bíi Alhaji Amidi Òkè, Alhaji Tìámíyù Kọ́láwọlé àti Chief Benjamin Adéyẹmí. Bíi kéèyàn máa ṣe jàǹbá, kó máa hùwà ìpáàlé, kó máa hùwà ìwà olè, irú ìwà yẹn ló wà lọ́wọ́ Sunday Igboho. Wọ́n wá lé kúrò ńbẹ̀, ogun ti tàn, ó dẹ̀ lọ ń kó àwọn èèyàn lọ ẹran àtàkì àwọn pípò yìí. Nígbà tí ò wá rí kan ṣe kan ló wá forí lé Ìbàdàn ní 1999 to 2003. Ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Lámídì Adédìbú nìyẹn. Iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tọ́ọ̀gì ni. Ó wà pẹ̀lú Lámídì Adédìbú fọ́dún 4. Ibi tí nígbà tó di 2023 Ọbásanjọ́ fẹ́ rí ìdí election káàkiri gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ó wá lọ bá Adédìbú, tọ́lá Adédìbú tọ́ọ̀gì náà lòun náà. Adédìbú ti ṣiṣẹ́ f'Awólọ́wọ̀ rí o, kì í ṣiṣẹ́ tọ́ọ̀gì o, ó máa ń bá Awólọ́wọ̀ mobilize ní o. Liberty Stadium tó wà nìbàdàn, Adédìbú ló supply cement tó wà ńbẹ̀, kọ́bọ̀ kankan lórí cement kan, 1 kọ́bọ̀ lórí ńbẹ̀, Awólọ́wọ̀ ló fún contract yẹn. Mobilization ló máa ń ṣe. Ìgbà tí ìjáde lórí dòwe, ó tọ̀n sí tọ̀, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dá gbogbo Ìbàdàn rú. Kò ní ẹnu ní Ọ̀yọ́ state tó, Ìbàdàn nìkan ló ti lẹ́nu. Òun ni Sunday Ìgbòho ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ fọ́dún 4. Nígbà tó di 2003 Ọbásanjọ́ gbówó fún Lámídì Adédìbú pé òun fẹ́ rígì gbogbo election lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ibi tí wọ́n ti lo Sunday Ìgbòho nìyẹn. Bí olè bí jàǹdùkú, òun ni Sunday Ìgbòho ń ṣe. Kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá o. Ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan tàn yín, kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá. Àwa mọ degree ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ti ṣe tẹ́ lánàá yẹn tó ń bú mi. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí mo wọ́n ní pé ó gbọ́dọ̀ attack Tinubu mọ́. Ẹ mọ̀ pé kò attack Tinubu ń sìn, òun náà ló ń praise Tinubu àì máa lọ síbẹ̀. Ó tún ti ṣòṣì kan sìn, ó ní òun máa campaign pé kò sí election. Màá tún fún ẹ wọ́n ní lórí ẹ̀. Tán bá wá tún bí eré, ìwọ tún campaign yẹn. Ṣé bá sọ fún ẹ pé tán bá bí eré tó bá attack Tinubu, ìyà jẹ ni, ó change ni, ó change, ó tún wá attack ni, wá rí. So nígbà tó di 2003 Ọbásanjọ́ lo Lámídì Adédìbú kan fi rígì gbogbo election lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ibẹ̀ ni Sunday Igboho tún ti gain iṣẹ́ padà. So Sunday Igboho wà lára àwọn tó rígì gbogbo election nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Bí àwọn tó wọ́n máa ń kóbọn fún wọn ni, Ọbásanjọ́ á kóbọn fún, á máa yìnbọn kiri, wọ́n á fọlọ́pàá support ẹ̀, wọ́n á fi military support ẹ̀. Anywhere tó wọ́n ti ń ṣe election nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, particularly Ọ̀yọ́ state, ó máa dábẹ̀rú pẹ̀lú bọn, á pààyàn lọ. Iṣẹ́ tó lò ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nìyẹn. So Ọlọ́run wá bá ṣe ká má sọ mí. Ládọjà, àwọn PDP Ládọjà support tẹ́lẹ̀. Ládọjà bá di president, governor ní Ọ̀yọ́ state ní 2003. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí Ládọjà tó di governor, ó jẹ́ kó máa fún Adédìbú ní 10% owó allocation Ọ̀yọ́ state. Ládọjà bá yarí pé 10% ti pọ̀ jù, òun ò lè fún ju 1% lọ. Pé 1% yẹn gan ti pọ̀ jù, òun máa kàn máa fún ní a certain amount of money ni. Adédìbú bá yarí. Tádédìbú bá gba 10% owó Ọ̀yọ́ state, àwọn tó máa nánú ẹ̀ náà ní Sunday Igboho wà, because tọ́ọ̀gì náà ń ṣe káàkiri àwọn tí ò lọ school. So kí lè expect? báwo lèèyàn ṣe máa bímọ tí kò ní lọ secondary school láyé tá a wà? kì í ṣe recently o, láti 17th century ní Yorùbá ti ń kàwé, ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò kàwé, kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa bọ́, ò lè blame anybody, ara ẹ̀ ló máa blame. So ibi tíjà ti dé nìyẹn pẹ̀lú Ládọjà. Ìgbà tí Ọbásanjọ́ rig election gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kò rí ti Lagos State rig o. Àwọn Sunday Igboho ló lọ sí Èkó tó fẹ́ rig ẹ o. MC Olúọmọ, ìgbà yẹn MC Olúọmọ, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ MC Olúọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ o. Ibi tí MC Olúọmọ ti lórúkọ nìyẹn o. Ó confront àwọn Sunday Igboho, ìjà yẹn le, ó lè kú ìjà rẹ̀ ni. Tinubu defeat wọn, but wọ́n gba gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó kù pátápátá pẹ̀lú ìbọn ni o, kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n dìbò. Ládọjà àti Lámídì Adédìbú wọ́n á ń jà torí pé Ládọjà ò fún ní 10% tí Adédìbú request. So imagine tó bá yẹ pé Ládọjà ń fún Adédìbú ní 10% of allocation every month, allocation Ọ̀yọ́ State. Irú àwọn Sunday Igboho yìí tí ò ní education, àwọn ló máa control life wọ àwọn tẹ́ kàwé tẹ́ lọ́pọlọ. Àwọn ló máa control yín torí pé wọ́n ń ṣe talk. Ṣùgbọ́n Ládọjà yarí, ọdún Ládọjà ń san sálárì Sunday Igboho mẹ́, ó ti mú Sunday Igboho láti ọ̀dọ̀ Adédìbú. Nígbà tó di 2006 wọ́n yọ Ládọjà dànù, Ọbásanjọ́ ló yọ dànù. Àti ìgbà yẹn ni Sunday Igboho ti rí kan ṣe kan mọ́, kò wá mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣe. Nígbà tó ti yọ ọ̀gá ẹ̀, wọ́n replace ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Akálà. Akálà ò lo Sunday Igboho, òun náà ní tọ́ọ̀gì títí ẹ̀ torí Sunday Igboho ti ẹ̀ list sọ́dọ̀ Ládọjà, so ó ti lọ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rà Ládọjà nìyẹn. Tó bá yá pọ̀ ìwà lọ́dọ̀ Lámídì Adédìbú, nǹkan tí ẹ̀ máa pè ẹ̀. Lámídì Adédìbú wá kú ní 2008 torí wọ́n yọ Ládọjà ní 2006. Lámídì Adédìbú kú ní 2008. So bàtí Lámídì Adédìbú kú, Akálà ò ta sí àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀tì Sunday Igboho. Ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí yí ṣe fàyàwọ́ nìyẹn. Kò ní lárí láti lẹ̀. Kì í ṣe irú àwọn àìrí ìwọ Sunday Igboho máa sọ pé ó fẹ́ ta sí. Ìwọ tá mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe, a mọ̀ pé propaganda ni gbogbo òṣì tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Màá sọ fún yín bó ṣe join ní Oduduwa agitators yẹn. Fàyàwọ́ ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe, ó máa lọ sí Benin Republic, Kútọ̀nù tó ń jẹ́ Àjàṣẹ́, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, ṣùgbọ́n Benin Republic ló wà. Ibẹ̀ ló ti máa lọ kó mọ́tò, ibẹ̀ ló ti máa lọ kó ìrẹsì, ibẹ̀ ló ti máa lọ kó ìbọn wọlé. Benin Republic tó jẹ́ Port Novo, tórúkọ ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Àjàṣẹ́, orúkọ French ẹ̀ ní Port Novo, orúkọ Yorùbá bẹ̀ ní Àjàṣẹ́. Ó link sọ́yọ́ state, ó link sóògùn state, ó jọ fẹ̀gbẹ́kẹ̀gbẹ́. Gbogbo kọ́nà yẹn ní Sunday Igboho mọ̀, ibi tó ti ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ nìyẹn. You understand? Ibi tó ti ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ nìyẹn. Láti ìgbà tí Ládọjà ti kúrò ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ fàyàwọ́. So Alao Akálà jẹ́ governor from 2006 to 2011. Kò pé Sunday Igboho kó wá ṣe tọ́ọ̀gì fún, but ṣùgbọ́n Sunday Igboho ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀. Àjìmọ̀bí náà jẹ́ governor láti 2011 tí di 2019. Kò pé Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho gan ò ta sí wọn nítorí pé ó ń rí owó lórí fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbé mọ́tò wá láti Germany, láti Belgium, láti anywhere, tẹ́ bá gbé wọ port lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó máa ń wọ́n kẹ́ tó lè clear ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ó cheaper ní Benin Republic, ó cheaper ní Togo. So ibi tí Sunday Igboho ti máa lọ ń bá àwọn tó bá fẹ́ ra mọ́tò, á bá wọn clear ẹ̀. Wọ́n á kó ìbọn dání. Gbogbo àwọn custom officials tán bá rí lójú ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ dá wọn dúró, wọ́n á yìnbọn pa wọ́n. Iṣẹ́ tí Sunday Igboho ṣe páyánpáyán ní, a kàn ń forúkọ bò láṣìírí, à ń pè ní fàyàwọ́. Àwọn tó ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ máa ń pààyàn ni. Irú eléyìí ò lè jà fúnran Yorùbá. Irú eléyìí ò lè lẹ́nu kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ fúnran Yorùbá. Orí Yorùbá yìí nìyẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé irú àwọn yẹn láàfin pé àwọn fẹ́ máa ṣàyàgbàgbà sọ̀rọ̀ fúnran Yorùbá pa fẹ́ gba freedom wa. Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé smuggler ni ẹ́, ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé hire assassin ni ẹ́, ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé ń pààyàn fáwọn politician ni. wọ́n wá sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ wá gba freedom wa illiterate ló pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni ó lóun máa lọ ṣí bọ́dà ó ti ṣí bọ́dà wọn. So nígbà tí Àjìmọ̀bí máa fi kúrò ní 2019 ó jẹ́ kí ọmọ Adélabú Pẹ̀kẹ́lẹ́mẹ̀s kó jẹ gọ́vnà. Ládọjà ó sọpọ́tì Ṣèyí Mákindé. Ibi tí Ládọjà ti pe Sunday Ìgbòho wá nìyẹn pé jẹ́ ká jọ sọpọ́tì Ṣèyí Mákindé, tí Ṣèyí Mákindé bá wọlé àjọ gbádùn ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n wá sọpọ́tì Ṣèyí Mákindé. Ìgbà tí Ṣèyí Mákindé wá wọlé tán ó wá da Ládọjà nù. Nígbà tó ti da Ládọjà nù invariably Sunday Ìgbòho ní rówó jẹun, ó padà lọ sí di fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹni tó ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n náà ń tì wọ́n mọ́ because it's an illegal business. Fàyàwọ́ títí ẹ̀ it has international dimension. Ó ń rúfin Nàìjíríà, ó ń rúfin Benin Republic. Àìmọye àwọn custom officials tó ti pa lórí fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe. So nígbà tí Ṣèyí Mákindé win election yẹn tó di governor ní May 29, 2019 ó dá Ládọjà nù. Ìgbà tó ti dá Ládọjà nù invariably Sunday Igboho rówó. Sunday Igboho padà lọ sẹ́nu fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀. Nígbà tó di August 2019 Buhari ó bá ti bọ́dà. Àwa ò like ẹ̀ because àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ló wà ní Benin Republic tó ti bọ́dà wọn. Kò ti bọ́dà ilẹ̀ Haúsá sí Niger Republic because àwọn ọmọ Haúsá ló wà ní Niger Republic náà. Ṣùgbọ́n wá ti bọ́dà àwa pẹ̀lú Benin Republic ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Yorùbá lájọ jẹ́. Bọ́dà tó tì ni ò jẹ́ kí Sunday Igboho níláárí mú. Fàyàwọ́ ló ń ṣe ibi tó ti ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀ nìyẹn. August 2019 ni Buhari ti bọ́dà. Ìnira wá dé bá Sunday Igboho. Ó fojú wolẹ̀, ó ronú títí pé kí lòun fẹ́ ṣe. Ṣèyí Mákindé tán gbé wọlé kò fún wọn lówó. Nígbà tó di October 2019, August, September, October, 2 months after tí ìnira yẹn ti pọ̀jù fún tí kò rí fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe mọ́, òun náà wá join ní àwọn Liberal PDP tó ń pariwo Oduduwa Republic. Kò nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá débi kó fẹ́ fún yín l'Oduduwa Republic. Ebi ló sún débi tó ń ṣe. Tẹ bá rí focus ẹ̀ láti 2019 October bó ṣe máa rówó ni nígbà tí fàyàwọ́ ò lọ mọ́. Ṣé òun nìkan ló ń ta mọ́tò nílé ayé ni? Ṣé òun nìkan ló ń ta mọ́tò n'Íbàdàn ni? Gbogbo ilẹ̀ tó wà ní Ṣókà n'Íbàdàn yẹn wọ́n ló ti tà fáwọn ọmọ Ìgbò. Àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ó ń pa wọ́n dànù ni. Ganiyu Adamu náà ó ní bọ́ńkà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ibi tó ti ń pààyàn. Ganiyu Adamu tẹ pè láàrẹ ọ̀nà kakanfò. A ní gbogbo information yẹn náà fún mi ní April 2020 ní ìlónìí. Gbogbo ibi tó ti ń pààyàn pátápátá la mọ̀. A ní lọ́wọ́ òdìjọ́ tó bá wù wá ká tó supply síta. Irú yẹn náà ni Sunday Igboho ń ṣe. Ìgbà tí bíbẹ́ lù pa kò sówó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mọ́ tó ń purọ́ fún yín pé mo lówó lọ́wọ́ mo ní fàyàwọ́ ló ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ ò work mọ́ wọ́n ti bọ́dà. Ó wá join agitation fún Oduduwa Republic. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó join yẹn ẹ wo fídíò kan ní about between October 2019 and December 2019 tó ń sáré lọ nínú igbó tí Koiki ń record ẹ̀ ní 2019 tó sọ pé ẹ wo òkú àwọn Fúlàní kan nìyẹn àti pa wọ́n síbẹ̀ wọ́n tó ń sálọ. Irọ́ ni, propaganda ni. Wọ́n fi yẹn deceive àwọn Yorùbá tó wà lábúrò tó wà gullible tí wọ́n ń target. Àwọn yẹn náà fi deceive. So ibi tó ti ṣe nìyẹn, ó ṣe fídíò yẹn ó lọ ó bá di 2020. Ó ní pé àwọn máa ṣe rally tó ń sọ pé kí Ganiyu Adamu kó wá lead àwọn ìyẹn ọmọ Nupe tó jàre ọ̀nà kakanfò ibi tó sì ti balẹ̀ Yorùbá pọ̀. Ó ní pé kí Ganiyu Adamu kó wá lead àwọn. Nígbà tó di October 1st 2020 kò lead rally kankan. Ó wá káwọn èèyàn síta wájú rẹ̀ ó ní ẹ̀wọ̀ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ti lọ kò sẹ́ni tó wà nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ń gbé gbogbo àwọn tó jọ ń ṣe agitation yẹn ó ń gbé wọn mọ́ra. Ṣùgbọ́n kó má dẹ̀ pé mo digress. kí n tó lọ síbi ọ̀rọ̀ Ìbàràpá, nǹkan tó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Ìbàràpá wá tó fi lọ declare wípé òun máa lé àwọn Fúlàní lọ. Nígbà tó di October 2020 ó lóun fẹ́ ṣe rally. Ẹ̀yin náà rántí tẹ́ bá ń forí gbé, kò ṣe rally yẹn báwọn máa jà ní Oduduwa Republic ní owó náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tọrọ nítorí pé fàyàwọ́ ẹ̀ ò lọ mọ́, kò rí ibi tó máa ti sustain family ẹ̀, kò níbi tó máa ti sustain àwọn tó ń kó kiri, so wọ́n wá join agitation fún Oduduwa Republic. Kì í ṣe pé wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín, ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan kan wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní December 2020. Àwọn PDP pa Ọláwúwo ló lìdí wọn àti Senator Muraino at the House of Representatives. Senator Muraino wọ́n wá lọ ṣekú pa Dr. Aborode. December 2020 náà pa wọ́n. Ìgbà tí wọ́n pa Dr. Aborode, Governor Ọ̀yọ́ State Ṣèyí Mákindé ó wá lọ bá bàbá Aborode pé kóun lọ kí wọn torí Aborode ó strong gan ní Ìbàràpá yẹn, máa sọ fún yín. Ibẹ̀ ni bàbá Aborode ti sọ fún Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé pé àwọn PDP ló pa ọmọ òun. Sunday Igboho PDP ló máa ń pààyàn fún. Nígbà tí bàbá Dr. Aborode sọ eléyìí tán, Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé lọ sórí radio station nìbàdàn, ó ní pé kì í ṣe àwọn Fúlàní ló pa Dr. Aborode, ó ní pé wọ́n pa for political reason ni. Kí ló dé tí PDP ṣe pa Dr. Aborode? Ṣé mọ̀ pé Sunday Igboho wọ́n gbé dìde? Màá sọ nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ kí Sunday Igboho lọ sí Ìbàràpá fún yín. Ó ti finá jálé agbọ́n, kò sẹ́ni tó máa ń gbójú wo wildlife tí ò ní kàbùkù, torí òótọ́ là ń sọ. Tó bá yẹ pé àwa ń parọ́ la máa pẹ́pẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, òótọ́ yẹn là ń sọ, òótọ́ yẹn ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ gbọ́. Kó tó di pé wọ́n pa Dr. Aborode, UK ló wà, ó wá ṣe PhD, ó wá padà sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní 2015. Ó wá lọ dá oko, ó ń lọ ṣe farming ní Ìbàràpá. Èmi ọmọ Ìbàdàn lèmi, Ìbàdàn ni mò ń gbé láti ìgbà tí mo ti kéré. Ọ̀yọ́ State bó ṣe tóbi tó yẹn, ó ní 5 divisions: Ìbàdàn, Ọ̀yọ́ Aláàfin, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Òkè Ògùn àti Ìbàràpá. Ní Ìbàràpá yẹn àwọn PDP ló máa ń win bẹ́ẹ̀, torí kálukú ló ní division wọn. PDP ló máa ń win bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n wá nífẹ̀ẹ́ Dr. Aborode nítorí pé ìgbà tó dé ní 2015 ó dáṣẹ́ sílẹ̀, oko ló ń ṣe farming, ó wá employ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní Ìbàràpá yẹn. So gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wà ńbẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kán nífẹ̀ẹ́. Wọ́n wá fún ní ticket pé ọmọ wa ló ń ṣe ètò yìí. Wọ́n wá fún ní ticket Accord Party. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Accord Party Ládọjà ló dá sílẹ̀? Ó wá ṣe election 2015, ṣùgbọ́n Dr. Aborode wá lose election yẹn sí ọwọ́ APC. APC tó win election yẹn ni Olúgbénga Òjòawó ló wá win election yẹn. Nígbà tó wá di 2019, wọ́n wá ṣe primaries ní APC. Wọ́n wá fún Honorable Olúgbénga Òjòawó, wọ́n wá fún ní ticket kó lọ fún second term. Wọ́n wá fún Adémọ́lá Òjó ní ticket yẹn under APC. Opportunity ló wá jẹ́ fún àwọn PDP, torí PDP ló máa ń win níbẹ̀ yẹn láti jọ́ta láyé ti dáyé. Ṣùgbọ́n ó kàn ṣe nǹkan ní 2015 tí APC kàn win wọn, ó kàn win ẹ̀ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n APC wá lọ bára wọn jà. Wọ́n fún Olúgbénga kó lọ fún second term, wọ́n wá fún Démọ́lá Òjó. APC wá pín sí méjì. Ní Honorable Subiana Adébọ́lá Muraino ó wà lára àwọn tó ń accuse bó pa Dr. Aborode yìí o, ni ó wá lọ bá Dr. Aborode pé jọ̀ọ́ dákun ṣàánú mi, mo ti win 2 times rí, tí n bá ti lọ sẹ́yọ kan sìn ó jẹ́ 3rd time, ìwọ ló máa jẹ́ candidate ní 2023, á support ẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n ó wá difficult fún Dr. Aborode nítorí pé Accord Party ó ti already sign agreement pẹ̀lú APC Yorùbá yí pé àwọn á support APC Yorùbá. Wọ́n wá ṣe election yẹn, Dr. Aborode ó jẹ́ kó contest under Accord Party ní 2019 again, torí pé àwọn èèyàn láìkí ẹ̀, òun ni wọ́n fún ticket yẹn. Ó wá lóhun ò ní ṣe election mọ́ nítorí pé party òun ó ti wà pẹ̀lú APC Yorùbá. So election 2019 yẹn wá jẹ́ between the Yorùbá PDP and Yorùbá APC. Ẹni tó contest ní PDP ni Honorable Sulaina Ajibola Muraina, ẹni tó contest ní APC ni Demola Ojo. Nígbà tí wọ́n wá ṣe election yẹn wá wà inconclusive. Candidate tó ń lead láàrin àwọn méjèèjì ó ń fi 452 votes ó fi ń lead ẹnì kejì. Ṣùgbọ́n election yẹn wá complete torí wọ́n ní 6 units tí wọ́n ṣe election bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn tó register sí 6 units yẹn gbogbo wọn jẹ́ 2,449 voters. Ibẹ̀ yẹn 6 units yẹn Dr. Aborode tán pa ẹ̀, òun ní ó ní say ńbẹ̀. Anything tó bá sọ abẹ́gùn ní 6 units yẹn. Honorable Ajibola Muraina ó wá lọ bẹ̀ Dr. Aborode pé jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run wọ́n máa ṣe supplementary election ní 6 units yìí, jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè bá ń bá àwọn èèyàn yìí sọ̀rọ̀ pé kán dìbò fún mi, tí mo bá win máa support ẹ, PDP máa fún ẹ ticket ní 2023, á dẹ̀ support ẹ. Wọ́n wá sign agreement. Ṣùgbọ́n Dr. Aborode wá sọ pé party òun Accord ó ti already bá APC ṣe, kí lóhun tó wá máa ṣe léyìí fún? Ṣé mọ̀ as politician tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó bá please wọn náà máa ń ṣe most of the time, wọn kì í ní collective interest gbogbo èèyàn. Politician náà lèmi, ṣùgbọ́n èmi ní collective good ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, torí kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe bá lè dá làwa ṣe ń ṣe politics, torí ẹ̀ la ṣe jẹ́ conservative. A kì í fẹnu méjèèjì sọ̀rọ̀, nǹkan tá a bá ti sọ náà la máa ń dúró lé lórí. Láti 2012 láti ń jà fún Oduduwa Republic, láti 2014 láti ń sọ pé kí Tinubu wá jẹ president. Gbogbo àwọn tó wá ń join Tinubu ń sìn newcomer ni wọ́n, but kò sí nǹkan tó bá, but nǹkan táwa bá ti ń sọ la mójú sí, a kì í kúrò. Ṣùgbọ́n Dr. Aborode ó wá gba ẹ̀bẹ̀ Honorable Ajibola Sulaiman, ó wá gba ẹ̀bẹ̀, ó wá sọ fún àwọn tó máa vote ní 6 units yẹn, ó ní pé kán fún Honorable Sulaina Ajibola kí wọ́n dìbò fún. Wọ́n bá dìbò fún, wọ́n ṣe supplementary election níbi 6 yẹn, PDP bá win. Bí PDP ṣe win para kò tiẹ̀ pẹ́ rárá, agreement tán ní pẹ̀lú Dr. Aborode gbùrù wọ́n ṣe. Gbogbo promises tán ti promise Dr. Aborode wọ́n ṣe. But there was a particular man tó jẹ́ leader PDP ní Ìbàràpá yẹn, òun ni wọ́n ń pè ní àgbàlagbà ní ó ti wà over 80 years, òun náà ń pè ní Pa Ọláwúwo. Kò nífẹ̀ẹ́ Dr. Aborode, ṣùgbọ́n agreement ti wà láàrin Dr. Aborode àti Pa Ọláwúwo àti Honorable Ajibola ipe tó bá di 2023 Dr. Aborode ni wọ́n máa support kó lọ sí House of Representatives ní 2023. Wọ́n wá wò pé kí làwọn lè ṣe tí àwọn ò ní jẹ́ kí Dr. Aborode débẹ̀. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn ìlú yẹn wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ man yẹn, ó dá oko sílẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ employ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìlú ẹ̀, oníkálukú dẹ̀ ń jẹun. Kì í ṣe yẹn nìkan ló ṣe, ó fún wọn ná, ó kọ́lé fẹ́ni tí ò ní, ó bá wọn ṣe oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn nífẹ̀ẹ́ ká má purọ́. Tó bá wà ní APC àwìn, tó bá wà ní PDP àwìn, nítorí pé àwọn ọmọ ìlú ẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́. So kó má bàa dí Honorable Subuaina lọ́wọ́ ní 2023, Pa Ọláwúwo àti Honorable Subuaina wọ́n wá pawọ́pọ̀, wọ́n ní pé kí àwọn Fúlàní lọ pa. Ṣóyè yín, nígbà tó wá di 11th of December 2020, àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n ránṣẹ́ wọ́n wá lọ pa Dr. Aborode. Nígbà tí bàbá Dr. Aborode torí Gọ́vnà Ṣèyí Mákindé, ṣé mọ̀ pé already Gọ́vnà Ṣèyí Mákindé àwọn tó gbé wọlé kò nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọn mọ́, wọ́n ti jà. Òun nìkan stand alone ní l'Ọ́yọ́ State. So òun náà dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ máa sòótọ́ fáwọn èèyàn. Nígbà tí bàbá Aborode wá lọ bá pé tó wá lọ bá bàbá Aborode wá sọ pé kì í ṣe Fúlàní ló pa ọmọ òun, àwọn leader PDP ló pa nítorí agreement tí wọ́n ní towards 2023 náà ṣe pa. Pípa tí wọ́n pa Dr. Aborode kò ṣẹ̀yìn Sunday Igboho, torí Sunday Igboho ló máa ń pààyàn fún PDP láti ayé tó ti pẹ́. Ó jà ní Mọdákẹ́kẹ́, ó ń pa Yorùbá náà ni, kò pa Ìgbò rí o, ó fún ọmọ Ìgbò lóyún o, gbogbo ilẹ̀ tó wà ní Ṣókà ibi tó ń gbé yẹn ó ti tà fún àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò pátápátá o. Èèyàn burúkú ni, ẹ̀yin Libra ló ń jọ lójú, àwa conservative mọ̀ á dẹ̀ jẹ ìyá nǹkan tó ṣe. Torí ó lè Young Yorùbá for Freedom ní orúkọ movement wa, àwa ni conservative movement tá à ń think fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá, tá dẹ̀ fẹ́ kílẹ̀ Yorùbá dà. Òótọ́ dẹ̀ là ń sọ, kò sẹ́ni tó bá gbéná wojú wa tí ṣìṣe ò ní bá, kò sí. Torí nǹkan tí grandmother tèmi sọ fún mi ni pé mi ò gbúdọ̀ robi sí èèyàn, ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó bá robi sí mi mo gbúdọ̀ gbẹ̀san. Nígbà tí Gọ́vnà Ṣèyí Mákindé rí bàbá Aborode, ó wá lọ sórí radio station, ó lóun mú àwọn tó pa Aborode pé wọn kì í ṣe Fúlàní, ó láwọn Yorùbá ló pa, àwọn Yorùbá tó wà ní PDP. Nígbà tí Ṣèyí Mákindé sọ eléyìí, ìgbà yẹn ni àwọn tó pa Dr. Aborode wá lọ bá Sunday Dagboru tí gbogbo yín ń pè ní Sunday Igboho, wọ́n wá lọ bá wọn ní pé ọ̀ká ti fò ó, Ṣèyí Mákindé ti tú wá síta o, wá lọ sí Bàràpá lọ Dagboru ń bẹ̀ fún wọn o. Ó ní pé kí ni bóun ṣe, wọ́n ní pé kó lọ sọ pé àwọn Fúlàní ni. Nígbà tí Ṣèyí Mákindé ti tú àṣírí tán, kó tó di pé Ṣèyí Mákindé gan tú àṣírí ni Ṣèyí Mákindé ti ń sọ pé òun máa tú àṣírí wọn, wọ́n wá sáré lọ gbé Sunday Igboho jáde, ló wá lọ sí Bàràpá, ó wá dabẹ̀rú, ó ní pé àwọn Fúlàní ti pa wá tán o, ó ní kẹ́ wo wọ́n ṣe pa Dr. Aborode o, ànígbà o, òun fún wọn ní 7 days o, òun fún wọn ní 14 days o, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ní o, nítorí pé social media irọ́ ló kún bẹ̀, wọ́n sáré circulate ẹ̀, ṣe mọ̀ pé propaganda ní bọ̀bọ̀ Sunday Ọláyọmí Kóìkì yẹn, propagandist ni, àwọn Ìgbò ní bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn bá ṣiṣẹ́. Ìyá ẹ̀ la fẹ́ mọ̀, ó sọ pé bàbá òun jẹ́ Yorùbá, àmọ́ bí tí ìyá ẹ̀ ti wá. Ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ sí Bàràpá, àwọn PDP tó pa Dr. Aborode àwọn ló ní pé kó lọ sí Bàràpá kó lọ pariwo fáyé wípé Fúlàní ti pa gbogbo wa tán. Òun náà wá lọ síbẹ̀, ó Dagboru, ó pa àwọn èrò síta, ẹ wo bọ́n ṣe whip up emotion, gbogbo yín wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí hate Fúlàní. Gómìnà jáde ó ní irọ́ ni, kì í ṣe Fúlàní ló pa Dr. Aborode, ó láwọn PDP ló pa. Lẹ́yìn báyìí wọ́n ti arrest Pa Ọláwúwo, ṣé wọ́n ti arrest ẹ̀ pé òun ló pa Dr. Aborode. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí believe Sunday Igboho, tẹ́tí believe ẹ̀, tẹ́tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé Fúlàní ti pa. Mo sọ fún yín pé Sunday Igboho òun gangan ló máa ń pààyàn fáwọn PDP, ó máa ń pààyàn ní àti ayé Ọbásanjọ́ ni Sunday Igboho ti ń pààyàn fáwọn politicians. Nígbà tó wà Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ó pa Yorùbá náà, níṣẹ́ ti rí Sunday Igboho ti pa Ìgbò rí, ṣó ti pa Fúlàní rí. gbogbo eléyìí tó ń sọ yẹn tó ń ṣe propaganda ni. So nígbà tí wọ́n rí pé gọ́vnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ò ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn, kò bò wọ́n láṣìírí, náà ṣe gbé Sunday Igboho jáde kó lọ síbẹ̀. Tẹ́yìn bá lọ́pọlọ, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ Dr. Aborode, kí ló dé tẹ́ fi ṣe pé Sunday Igboho kí wọ́n arrest ẹ̀? Because it's an accomplice to murder. Ó mú àwọn tó pa Dr. Aborode, ó lọ ń purọ́ mọ́ àwọn ọmọ Fúlàní. Ṣóyè yín, ó mú àwọn tó pa Dr. Aborode. Torí ẹ̀ ni wá fi ṣe ń sọ pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ gbé ni. Tí wọ́n bá gbé, kì í ṣe pé wọ́n gbé pé òun ló pa Dr. Aborode. Ó mú àwọn tó pa Dr. Aborode, ó wá ń purọ́ mọ́ àwọn tí ò pa. Bí Yorùbá PDP ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn láti jọ́ta láyé ti dáyé, wọ́n máa pààyàn ni. A ti sọ fún yín, ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn PDP ńgbà yẹn, àwọn ló sọ pé Fúlàní ní 1,100 and something cells tí wọ́n máa ń parọ́ pa àwọn ṣe security meeting. Ganiyu Adamu náà wà ńbẹ̀ o, tó ń gba contract lọ́wọ́ àwọn PDP ńgbà yẹn o. Tí wọ́n pé PDP yìí wà ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì, ṣé Ganiyu Adamu tó pèrè Láàrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ṣá máa jáde pé àwọn fẹ́ gbọ́ Oduduwa Republic? Wọn ò ní Oduduwa Republic yìí gbà. Ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n pé Tinubu á jẹ president, wọn ò dẹ̀ tún ní rówó, òótọ́ dẹ̀ ni wọn ò ní rówó tí Tinubu bá jẹ president. So gbogbo nǹkan tí Sunday Igboho ń ṣe propaganda ni. Kò nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá láti yíba ìdọ́hun yẹn. Bó máa ṣe jẹun tá a mú ló ń ṣe. Ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé irú iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe. Ibo ló ti amass wealth yẹn. Nígbà tá a gbé concept kan dé, unexplained wealth order, a ní pé elédè lẹ́pẹ́ ẹni tó bá ti ní ilé tó ju 5 million naira lọ, government Lagos State àbí any Yorùbá government á lọ sí high court, ó máa gba order, unexplained wealth order ní high court. Wọ́n á fi orúkọ ẹni tó ní ilé yẹn sí, wọ́n wá serve ẹ̀ lé lórí, wọ́n á ní pé kó wá explain bóun ṣe ní o, bó ṣe lè kọ́ ilé 5 million. Á wá ṣe nǹkan tó ń pè ní forensic auditing fún. Tí ò bá ti lè defend yẹ, ìjọba gbalé yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ni. Kí ni Sunday Igboho ṣe? Iṣẹ́ wo ló ṣe? Ṣebí mọ́tò mechanic ló kọ́? Ó ń pààyàn fáwọn politician ló fi lówó lọ. Fàyàwọ́dẹ̀ ló ṣe nígbà tí Ládọjà ti kúrò ní government. Ẹ wo MC Olúọmọ, kì í ṣe pé ó ń pààyàn fún politician. Nígbà tí Ọbásanjọ́ kó sójà jáde, tó kọ́ ọlọ́pàá jáde, tó kó àwọn tọ́ọ̀gì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá jáde kó lóun máa gbèkó. NURTW ní Sunday Igboho ń ṣe. Àwọn tó manage mọ́tò ní public park ni, kì í ṣe tọ́ọ̀gì, kì í ṣe criminal, kì í ṣe fàyàwọ́. Nígbà yẹn ni Tinubu lọ sáré bá wọn pé ẹ ṣàánú mi, Ọbásanjọ́ fẹ́ rí ìjà wọn out. Àwọn náà yọ àdáyọ̀ bẹ nígbà tí Ọbásanjọ́ kó sójà tó kó military dé. Oníkálukú wá ń jà. At the end of the day, ẹnìkan ló máa win. Tinubu prevail. Torí ẹ̀ ni MC Olúọmọ ṣe ń maintain iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe. Nǹkan tí ò yé yín ni pé iṣẹ́ tí MC Olúọmọ ń ṣe yẹn legitimate job ni. Àwọn ló manage gbogbo motor parks tó wà lÉkòó. Kì í ṣe olè ló ń jà, kò ń ṣe tọ́ọ̀gì ló ń ṣe, kò ń ṣe armed robbery. Ṣùgbọ́n Sunday Dagboru tẹ́ ń pè Sunday Igboho, tọ́ọ̀gì ni, tọ́ọ̀gì. Ó ń pààyàn fún àwọn PDP politicians, kò lè deny ẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn sìn, MC Olúọmọ ó ń progress níbi iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe. Ó ṣe jẹ́ chairman, kì í ṣe chairman ló fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ tó ń já tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì, ordinary young boy tó ń já tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó maintain iṣẹ́ yẹn, ó maintain iṣẹ́ yẹn lọ. Torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe wà successful lẹ́yìn. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ibi pẹrẹpẹ. Ẹ lè tẹ bá ṣe forensic audit fún MC Olúọmọ, ẹ máa rí pé kì í ṣolè, ẹ máa rí pé kì í jalè, ẹ máa rí pé kì í ṣe tọ́ọ̀gì. Because ó níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe tó dẹ̀ ń gba salary ẹ̀, tó ti wá di pé ó ti di peak of his job. Iṣẹ́ wo ni Sunday Igboho ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ track? Tọ́ọ̀gì ni. So àwọn idiot ló wá lọ gbé wá. Now nígbà tí wọ́n gbé dé, nǹkan kan táwọn people yẹn ń ṣe ni pé wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lo videos mi àti gbogbo nǹkan tí wàá fi ṣe. Irú Sunday Igboho yẹn tó wá máa sọ̀rọ̀, a ní pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n ti gba port wa, àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n control police wa, àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n control military wa, àwọn Fúlàní airport wa, ẹ wo orúkọ tán sọ. Gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ni fídíò mi ni gbogbo wọn wò pátápátá látò, àti Professor Banji Akintoye àti Sunday Igboho àti gbogbo àwọn tó kóra wọn jọ sí London yìí, fídíò mi náà wò. Wọn ò ní ingenuity kankan, wọn ò construct nǹkan kan láti brain wọn. Nǹkan tí YF ń ṣe pátápátá náà ń sọ. Now àwa ò wá dá sí Sunday Igboho, I ignore ẹ̀ completely. A ní ẹnìkan tó ń bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ member wa YF. Ó di ní last year nígbà tí Sunday Igboho bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dàgbòrò rú, tó ń show fídíò kan tó ń lé àwọn Fúlàní lọ gbirigbirigbiri. Ó ní pé kí YF bá ṣiṣẹ́. Mo sọ pé no, we are conservative, APC là ń bá ṣiṣẹ́. Mo ní a ṣe mistake kan nígbà tá Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ ní pé ká bá Gani Adams ṣiṣẹ́. A rò bí ẹni tó wà reasonable ni. Ìgbà tá ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ la rí pé kò wà reasonable. Tó bá máa bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ni ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu ni. Tó bá máa bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la Tinubu ò fóun lówó ni. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń sọ Tinubu ò fóun lówó ló ń sọ. A wá rí pé eléyìí ò tiẹ̀ mú nǹkan tó ń ṣe. But nígbà tó wá di pé ó ń threaten life mi, wípé òun máa undermine security mi, tèmi ò bá back down láti máa support Tinubu. Ìgbà yẹn la wá fi come out sí public, àwa severe relationship pẹ̀lú Gani Adams. So bọ̀bọ́ yìí tó ń bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ wá dé ní pé ká tó wá bá Sunday Igboho ṣiṣẹ́. Mo ní no, mi ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ pé PDP ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún, pé Libra ni wọ́n. Ìyẹn bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí parọ́ fún wa pé àwọn ọmọ Sunday Igboho rí ẹ̀gbọ́n òun ni. A bá realize pé irọ́ nìyẹn ń pa. Bí nature àwọn Libra ṣe rí nìyẹn. tó yẹ wọ́n máa parọ́ ni wọn ò ní wà honest. So àwa wá ṣe meeting ní YF pé a ní dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday Dagboru. Mo sọ fún everybody tó wà wá pé kò sí kan tó kàn wá. Àwa náà fẹ́ bá Fúlàní jà àti Ìgbò. A fẹ́ gbàgbára lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní. So tá bá wá rẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ bá Fúlàní jà, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wò wọ́n ràn pé a ní dá sí. Ó wá dijọ́ kan Sunday Dagboru wá sọ̀rọ̀. Ó wá ní pé òun máa yìnbọn fún Tinubu látẹ̀yìn. Ó wá ní pé kò ní selection. Àwa ṣe meeting ní YF pé orí burúkú ọ̀rọ̀ wo ni bọ̀bọ́ yìí sọ yìí. A rò pé eléyìí yàtọ̀ sí Gani Adams ni. Ṣebí Gani Adams a mọ̀ pọ́mọ nu pé ni. Eléyìí tó wá jójú lówó ọmọ Yorùbá ńkọ́ tó pe rẹ̀ Sunday Dagboru. Ó wá sọ pé òun máa yìnbọn mọ́ Tinubu látẹ̀yìn. Ibẹ̀ lèmi ti wá jáde àti vice president mi làwa kojú ẹ̀. Ìsọkúsọ òṣìwò ló ń sọ lẹ́nu. A ní ká gbàgbára lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní. Táwa bá ń fẹ́ gba presidency, tẹ́yìn bá ń sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ bá Fúlàní jà. Ìkankan náà ni èwo wá ní pé o fẹ́ yìnbọn fún Tinubu látẹ̀yìn. Tí Tinubu bá jáde tó bá fẹ́ sọ pé òun fẹ́ contest election. Ibi táwa ti ta sí nìyẹn o. Ta ti fún wọn ní tẹ́ bá rántí gbogbo wọn nìyẹn. Mo sọ fún specifically pé tí ò bá dáwọ́ dúró lórí attack Tinubu, á kàn dínú yọ. Mo sọ fún. So lánàá ó kọ́kọ́ ti sá lọ láti 1st of April, ó disappear. Àwa mọ̀ pé nature ẹ̀ kó máa báyàn bí corruption criminal act ní nature ẹ̀. Ó sá lọ, ó disappear. A sọ fún pé look, tó bá bí ẹ̀rẹ̀ tán bá bí ẹ̀rẹ̀ ìwọ tún attack Tinubu. Ẹ lọ wo fídíò mi yẹn tí mo sọ fún bẹ́ẹ̀. Nígbà tó wá dànù ó bá change. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Libra ni wọ́n? Èmi dẹ̀ ti sọ fún àwọn executive wa àtàwọn members wa pé Libra ní negotiating skill ju àwa conservative lọ. Torí pé Libra máa ń fi ẹnu méjèèjì sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Tán bá sọ pàdé gúnlé ní láàárọ̀ tó bá dalẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pàdé ògùn mọ́. Wọ́n ní principles, wọ́n ní value. Anything goes ni. Torí ẹ̀ lẹ máa rí àwọn Libra tó jọkùnrin. Wọ́n lè fúrúgbìn káàkiri ayé, wọ́n ní tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá rí ọkùnrin tó jẹ́ conservative tó bá bímọ, tí obìnrin 10 bá bímọ fún, gbogbo 10 yẹn ló máa tọ́jú. Gbogbo ọmọ tán bí fún yẹn ló máa tọ́jú. But tó bá yẹ pé Libra ni a máa fúrúgbìn kò ní wú ẹ̀yìn. Bóbìnrin wọn náà ṣe rí nìyẹn o. Gbàfi bọ̀dí ni wọ́n. But tẹ́ bá wo àwọn obìnrin conservative wọ́n wà reserved. So oníkálukú ló ní nature wọn. Nature títí wọn ò dá àwọn Libra. Tán bá sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ ìkílẹ̀ tó ṣú wá change ẹ̀. Ìgbà tó dànù tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn Sunday Igboho àti idiot tó ní mental health problem tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yẹn Ọláyọmí Koiki. Ó ní pé àwọn ò bá Tinubu jà o. Tinubu bàbá àwọn ni o. Tinubu ló máa jẹ president àwọn bá lójoojú àìfọ̀. The same Tinubu sọ pé òun máa pa ní 2 months ago nìyẹn o. kílé tó sọ pé òun máa pa Tinubu nítorí pé ìjẹ́ ti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, wọ́n ti bọ́dà, kò lè ṣe fàyàwọ́ mọ́. Ó wá wo pé ibo lòun máa ti rówó. The next thing torí ni pé àwọn èèyàn ń pariwo Oduduwa Republic. Ó dẹ̀ rí pé àwọn tó ń pariwo Oduduwa Republic wọ́n gọ̀, because àwọn gan ò wà honest fún ara wọn. Ó kàn torí bọ setting yẹn, ó kàn dá gbogbo everywhere rú. Àwọn yẹn wá rò bóyá pé ó ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ offer wọn. The next thing tí Ọláyọmí Kóìkì bá ń ṣe show, ibi tán máa dáwó sí ló máa sọ, because nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ nìyẹn, owó yẹn gangan náà fẹ́. Nígbà tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn wà ní England, ẹ rí bó ṣe rí ní bí ẹni tó ń fọwọ́ nù lára. Ó ti ń jàmàlà, ó ti ń jóúnjẹ gidi gbà tó ti délẹ̀ Yorùbá. Owó ni wọ́n target. So nǹkan tí Sunday Igboho target nìyẹn, owó. Ó ní pé kán fún un ní owó kóun fi ra bọ́ọ̀sì. Ibo náà ti ń jagun tán ti ń fi bọ́ọ̀sì jagun. Ibi tí ó yẹ káwọn èèyàn náà ti mọ̀ pé irọ́ ló ń pa ni. Ṣùgbọ́n wàá tà ń sòótọ́ ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kí ń bìlì wà, àwọn tó ń parọ́ tó ń deceive. So ó lo Tinubu wípé àwọn tó wà tó fẹ́ dáwó fún wọn ní hatred fún Tinubu. Òun náà wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attack Tinubu. Òun náà wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attack ẹ̀. So àwọn ẹ̀wọ̀n náà wá gọ̀, wọ́n wá rọ owó fún. Wọ́n ṣe rọ́wọ́ fún báyìí, ó kàn fowó maintain live tiẹ̀. Ó fowó ṣe fàájì. Ó ra Prado Jeep 2021 latest model. Ẹni tí ò ní nǹkan kan tí wọ́n ti fàyàwọ́ business tó ń ṣe. But ìgbà tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá, ó ní Tinubu ló máa jẹ president nílẹ̀ Oòduà tá bá ní Oduduwa Republic. Tinubu sọ pé òun máa pa 2 months ago nìyẹn. Kílé tó fi sọ yẹn nítorí pé wọn ò wà reliable, wọn ò wà honest. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa ti sọ fún ipe kó má rò bóyá pé wọ́n ṣe Ṣawólọ́wọ̀ tán ṣe Ṣabíọ́lá náà máa ṣe Tinubu, pé tó bá tún continue láti attack Tinubu, ìyà jẹ. So nítorí nǹkan tá a sọ fún, ó ti change 360 degree, which we expected. Mo ṣe fídíò kan mo sọ pé Sunday Igboho tẹ̀ ń pariwo yìí á support Tinubu very soon, because a máa show ẹ̀, a máa jẹ́ kó yé pé kì í ṣayé Abíọ́lá làwà, kì í ṣayé Awólọ́wọ̀ làwà tán máa ń pa àwọn leaders wa. But ó wá sọ ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú sí mi lánàá, ó dẹ̀ tó wá parọ́ mọ́ mi. Ó pè mí ń wèrè, àtàsí nígbà tó sọ pé òun máa pa Tinubu, òun máa yìnbọn fún látẹ̀yìn. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ káwa tàsí nìyẹn pé a máa yìnbọn fóun gangan fúnra ẹ̀ láti wájú. Nígbà tó wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá, ó wá ní èmi Adéyínká grandson, èmi wèrè. Ó ní pé èmi tí wọ́n ń sọ ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ mọ́ lọ́rùn, tí ẹgbẹ́ mi ti ya wèrè ló ń sọ yẹn. Èmi ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Mi ì bínú sí nǹkan tó sọ. Mo wá ní pé mo fẹ́ wo fídíò yẹn. Ó gùn gan. Mo wá wò ó. Mo rí pé ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé òun máa campaign fún no election. Okay. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ti sọ pé ó pa Tinubu, ó máa shoot ẹ̀ látẹ̀yìn. Torí wọ́n ní kí n sọ Yorùbá kó bá lè gbọ́ ni. Ìwọ Sunday Igboho. Ó sọ fún mo challenge ẹ̀. Torí ó máa ń sọ pé bàbá ẹ̀ fún ẹ lóògùn. Grandfather tèmi ọba ní 45 years ló fi rule ní Àkókó kingdom. Ibi táwọn àjẹ́ pọ̀ jù sí nìyẹn ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn àjẹ́ ibẹ̀ yẹn máa ń fò lọ́sàn. Àwọn àjẹ́ ló ń ṣọ́ àwa. Torí grandmother tèmi àjẹ́ ni. Àjẹ́ funfun wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àjẹ́ dúdú wà. Àjẹ́ funfun ni grandmother tèmi, òun dẹ̀ ló raise me. So tó bá sọ pé bàbá ẹ gbé oògùn fún ẹ, mọ bí tí oògùn tèmi ti ń bọ̀. Èmi ò dẹ̀ believe ní oògùn, mo believe nínú ìbọn ni. Ó ti change padà sí, ó attack Tinubu mọ́, which is honorable. But ó wá sọ pé ó máa campaign fún no election. Tó bá bí ere, ìwọ Sunday Igboho, tó bá jáde síta, tó campaign pé kò ní sí election. Ìyà jẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ṣiṣẹ́ máa bá ẹ. Nǹkan tó máa ṣe, campaign against Fulani. Máa campaign kó fẹ́ Oduduwa Republic, which we know ó fẹ́. Máa campaign pé kò ní selection lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Torí the only best way tá lè fi gba Oduduwa Republic, mo ti explain lánàá, ká vote Tinubu kó jẹ president. Tí Tinubu bá jẹ president, ká wá lọ fún phase 1, ká shut down gbogbo Èkó. Protest ni o, àjòkó, kò ní sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Èmi mo sọ̀rọ̀ Muritala, èmi mo sọ̀rọ̀ Lagos International Airport. Ṣé bí wọ́n náà ti ń sọ ọ́sìn, ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ nú mi ló ti gbọ́, kì í ṣe pọ́pọ́ lẹ̀ débẹ̀ ló ṣe gbọ́. But tó tún gbóyà, ó tún bú mi. Nígbà tí jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló kọ́kọ́ ta sí Tinubu tó jẹ́ leader Yorùbá, táwa support. So tí Tinubu bá di president, á wá jọ gbógun jáde. Fún Tinubu náà ni o, á jọ protest. I shut down Lagos International Airport, Lagos Stock Exchange, Apapa Wharf àti Tinker Port. A jókòó síbẹ̀ kò ní ṣiṣẹ́. A sọ fún Tinubu kó fún wa regional government. So Tinubu náà torí kó jẹ́ Yorùbá, a wá fún wa regional government. Tí Tinubu wá ti wá fún wa regional government, ìwọ Sunday Igboho tó sọ pé Tinubu fẹ́ jẹ president, tó pé ló máa jẹ president Oduduwa. Tinubu ò ní jẹ president Oduduwa Republic, kò ní ìdẹ. Tinubu ó máa ti pé 70 something. President Nigeria ló máa jẹ. Wàá wá jáde, wàá wá support mi. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ ẹnu mi ló ti gbọ́, ẹnu wáwá ló ti gbọ́. Àfi nǹkan burúkú tó ń sọ tí ò ń ṣẹnu mi tẹjọ ń sọ. Wàá wá support mi láti jẹ prime minister. Nǹkan tó ń sọ nìyẹn o. Kò ní sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ pé leader Yorùbá tá bá ní Oduduwa Republic kò ní ṣe pé president ló máa lead wa. Head of state ní #1 position Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ní ló ń jẹ. A ní constitution tó bá mọ̀ Sunday Igboho àti gbé jáde. Sọ fún Koiki kó fún ẹ constitution yẹn kó kà fún ẹ. Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ló lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Head of state ni. After Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ló kan Aláàfin. Òun ni president ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó máa wà ní House of Obas. After president ló kan prime minister. Nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ jẹ nìyẹn. O lè máa bínú sí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Libra yẹn kẹ́ máa bínú jẹ́ lẹ́ni dìbò fún. Ẹ dìbò fún mi. Tipá tí kúkú lẹ́ fi dìbò. But tẹ́ ẹ bá wá dì, àwọn conservative á dì. So Tinubu ò ní jẹ president ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Tinubu ò ní jẹ president Oduduwa Republic. Ó ti máa dàgbà ju gbogbo yẹn lọ. So kò jẹ́ kí brain yín kó reset pẹ̀lú sọkúsọ òṣì tẹ́ máa ń sọ. Tinubu á jẹ president Nigeria ni. A wá gbé protest jáde fún Tinubu. A shut down gbogbo Èkó. A wá fún wa regional government. So tó bá ti fún wa regional government, àwa wá jáde. A sọ fún àwọn electorate nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kán dìbò f'Adéyínká grandson. Tó bá ti wá dìbò fún mi, tí Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ti wá approve me as prime minister, a wá ṣe referendum. Ṣó gbọ́? Nǹkan tá máa ṣe nìyẹn. Tá bá ti wá ṣe referendum yẹn, nínú ẹ̀ láti béèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, ṣé ẹ fẹ́ Oduduwa Republic àbí ẹ fẹ́ dúró sínú Nàìjíríà? Wọ́n wá tẹ̀ka pa wọn fẹ́ torí nǹkan táwa náà fẹ́. So tá bá ti wá tẹ̀ka, tá bá ti ní 51% tó tẹ̀ka pé òun fẹ́ Oduduwa Republic, a wá gbé result yẹn lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Aláàfin tó jẹ́ president ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. A wá tọwọ́ bọ̀ fóun tẹ̀sí. A wá gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọọ̀ni tó jẹ́ head of state ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. A wá fóun tẹ̀sí. Óyè, a wá gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ Tinubu tó jẹ́ president Nigeria. A wá fóun tẹ̀lú pé àwọn Yorùbá ń lọ. A dẹ̀ lọ. Ṣógẹ́tẹ̀ bá ṣe máa ṣe nìyẹn. Má campaign pé kò ní selection 2023. We warn you that you should stop attacking Tinubu. Now, you have listened to our instructions. Ọmọdé ò lè mẹ́kọ́ jẹ kó má ra lọ́wọ́. Ó burú tó mi ó kàn ń lo bóbò ni. Torí èmi ò ń ṣe èèyàn. Gbà tó ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe, kò sẹ́ni tó dá sí ẹ. Nígbà tó sọ pé o máa shoot Tinubu látẹ̀yìn, nǹkan tó bí gbogbo èèyàn nú nìyẹn. Ó dẹ̀ ti pacify ara ẹ̀. Ó ti pretend bẹ́ni pé ìwọ àti Tinubu jọ ń jẹ ẹjọ́ mu mi ò gbà Tinubu rí ẹ. Nǹkan tó gbé jáde fáwọn èèyàn lánàá nìyẹn, irọ́ dẹ̀ ló bá dé, but ìyẹn ò kàn mí. Èyí tó kàn wá ni pé a sọ fún ẹ pé kó má bu Tinubu, ò dẹ̀ bu, fine. A tún wá ń sọ nsìn. Tó o bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wàhálà bá ẹ, má lọ síta kó campaign pé kò ní selection. But you are entitled to campaign for Oduduwa Republic. It is actually your right, your inalienable right. You have the right to say these things. But you cannot say there will be no election. You are being confrontational with the constituted authority and you will be arrested. The best you can do is to look for a political party to believe in Oduduwa Republic. Mo mọ̀ pé nǹkan tẹ́ máa sọ nìyẹn kẹ́ election tó dé. Ẹ̀yin PDP. Ẹ máa sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn pé ẹ fún wọn l'Oduduwa Republic tán bá dìbò fún irọ́ tẹ́ fẹ́ pa nìyẹn, but àwọn Yorùbá gbọ́n. You can do that and you can say that 2023 people should go and vote for this particular party, that this party will give us Oduduwa Republic. It is more honorable than for you to now come out Sunday Igboho and say that you will campaign against election in 2023. Why ya wèrè lórí ẹ̀ tó dáwọn èèyàn máa ṣe bí fún ẹ. Eléyìí ò ń ṣe Abiola generation. Generation ti wà ìwò ojú wúche ó ń ṣẹ̀jẹ̀. Wọ́n ti gbá wa sọ́tún, wọ́n ti gbá wa sósìn. Àti wá wà ń lo òyìnbó. bí rédèrèdè tí ń bá gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwa fẹ́ jà so tó bá yẹ pé irú ẹ̀ ló wá fẹ́ stop wa ó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe Fábíọ́lá ó fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Tinubu orí ẹ̀ náà máa fi fọ́ àgbọn òòdẹ̀ ní jẹ́nu ẹ̀ torí ó máa kú ní tán bá forí èèyàn fọ́ àgbọn bua brain askata ni so nǹkan tí wàá wá ń sọ fún ẹ sí ni ẹ o tó bá jáde ipe o máa campaign pé kò ní selection wàá jẹ̀yà ṣiṣẹ́ máa bá ẹ ní eléyìí ò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ogun ṣebí wọn náà ti hide láti 1st of October tó ti fẹ́ arrest ẹ tó ti sá pamọ́ sórí fídíò tó ṣe lánàá ó ń bẹ àwọn èèyàn pé kán má bu Tinubu mọ́ orí ẹ ti pé ìwọ gan ti rí reality tó sọ pé olóògùn tó Abíọ́lá ọmọ yìí gbẹ́rẹ́ tán sí Abíọ́lá lórí kó tó fi jẹ́ Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò wọ́n pàdánù ni ìwọ wá ń sọ pé olóògùn kan ń gbóbo nítorí pé ó jẹ́ illiterate ń sòṣì ọ̀rọ̀ sí everybody so nǹkan tí a fẹ́ bá ẹ sọ lẹ́ni nìyẹn o nítorí pé o ta sí mi lánàá mo explain gbogbo eléyìí àwa ò kí ń ṣe forgiveness ní YYF tó bá ta sí wa a máa ta sí ẹ padà ni tó bá tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ míì sí mi torí nǹkan tó take mi tí mo ṣe ń ṣe campaign every blessed day tí mo make post reason tó gbọ́dọ̀ gbé ẹ tó gbọ́dọ̀ arrest ẹ tó lè gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ò ń bú mi ò ń sòṣì ọ̀rọ̀ ó ní pé wọ́n arrest mi ọlọ́pàá arrest mi níbí ó ní pé wọ́n sọ ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ mọ́ mi lẹ́sẹ̀ irọ́ ló jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ propaganda òṣì tí ìwọ àti Koiki máa ń ṣe nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ sọ pé wọ́n attack ilé ìyá ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ sọ pé àwọn kan wá attack ẹ arrest àwọn boys kan lójú títì ẹ kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lù wọ́n idiot bọ̀bọ̀ tó ní mental problem ó ń ṣe fídíò ó ní can you hear the gunshot wọ́n shoot wọ́n ṣe live video so possible ó ní pa àwọn sójà wá sí ẹ gbogbo ẹ propaganda lẹ́ ń ṣe orúkọ mi ló wá dancing mo yàtọ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ganiyu Adamu nítorí tó threaten wa pé òun máa severe òun máa undermine security mi ọmọ bá jáde kó a define nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Yorùbá fún a kàn pacify ẹ torí pé o jẹ́ ojúlówó ọmọ Yorùbá ìwọ Sunday Igboho tó bá gun gire kọjá ewé sí YYF ó máa tẹ́ already o ti tẹ́ o kàn change 360 degree òun pariwo pé kí Tinubu wá jẹ president Oduduwa report president Nigeria ní Tinubu máa jẹ he will be 72 nígbà yẹn kò ń ṣe òun ló máa jẹ president ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwa la máa wà ní position yẹn ó dẹ̀ máa support wa ni because gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ lórí Oduduwa Republic kò sí kankan tó wá láti brain ẹ kò sí kankan tó wá látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tẹ́jọ́ ń ṣe Oduduwa Republic everything you guys are saying came from me and the YYF so you've been warned. Guys, you will see from what I have said that the Igbo and the Fulani are the #1 enemy of the Yoruba. Look at the war between Ife and Modakeke. It was deliberate. An Igbo man was appointed as the military administrator of Osun State. He went to the Modakeke people, promised them that he will give them the headquarters of a local government. He then went to the Ife people and said that Modakeke people do not wish for them to have the headquarters. So he pinched 2 Yoruba tribes against each other. And he just folded his hand. He was looking at how Yoruba were killing themselves. Abacha, who was half Fulani, half Kanuri, was the head of state. He did not intervene because the people that were killing each other were Yoruba people, not Hausa, not Kanuri, not Fulani. And Anthony Obi, the governor of Osun State, who could have intervened and ended the war, he folded his hand. The war went on for almost 3 years. It started in 1997, it ended in 1999. Why did they do that? Because of the hatred they have for you. We have had 11 federal elections, as much as you know all of this. Between 1959 and 2019, 1959 election, 1964, 1979, 1983, 1993, 1999, 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, and 2019. 11 federal elections. Out of 11 federal elections, Yoruba Nation, we have only contested in 5 out of 11. Imagine we are the majority in Nigeria. We are the economic backbone. we are the ones sustaining the entire country of Nigeria. Yet we have had 11 federal elections. Yoruba candidates only participated in 5. In 1959, Awolowo contested to be the Prime Minister of Nigeria. In 1979, Awolowo contested to be President of Nigeria. In 1983, again, Awolowo contested to be President of Nigeria. In 1993, Abiola contested to be President of Nigeria. In 1999, Olufalaye contested to be President of Nigeria. So that were the 5 elections we have participated in Nigeria. In 6 elections out of 11, we had no candidates for the leadership of Nigeria, yet we are the majority. In 1964, there was no Yoruba candidate for the election to be Prime Minister. In 2003, there was no Yoruba candidate for the presidential election. In 2007, there was no Yoruba candidate for the presidential election. In 2011, there was no Yoruba candidate for the presidential election. In 2015, there was no Yoruba candidate for the presidential election. And also, in 2019, there was no Yoruba candidate for the presidential election. Is that a possibility in America for whites not to contest election and allow minority black to be contesting for the election? No, but that was a lot of the Yoruba people for 6 consecutive times. The Yoruba candidate participated in the general election to lead Nigeria only in 5 out of the possible 11 times. Now let us look at these 5 elections that the Yoruba participated. In the 5 general elections the Yoruba candidate participated, the following nations within Nigeria voted in support of the Yoruba candidates. These are our friends. In any elections, presidential election, that there is a Yoruba candidate. These nations have continuously and consistently voted for that Yoruba candidate. The Kanuri people. We civilized them. We gave them cement. We gave them textile. When Awolowo went there to campaign, they were living in mud houses. Awolowo supplied cement for them. They were not wearing clothes. Awolowo gave them clothes. They have always been grateful to the Yoruba people. They are the people you call Boko Haram today. They have respect for the Yoruba nation. Name that presidential election, they have always voted for Yoruba. They will vote for Tinubu in 2023. It's a sure banker. Kanuri people. Because the Fulani have held power for so long in Nigeria, people think that Kanuri people support Fulani. They don't like them. They fought against Ottoman Danfodio. Why do you think Boko Haram is everywhere? They want to control their own mineral and natural resources, and Tinubu will allow them to do this. That's why he's talking about decentralized democracy. And you see one thing I remember now that the Yoruba leaders have said about me. Some of them will call me. I don't know how they get my number. One of them has called me before and said, Ademawa Dipo from Tinubu. I'm a sovereign Tinubu appointed. I've always been saying to you that I want to contest for election. All of you Yoruba Libra, you listen to me. You think conservative who are leading Yoruba, they don't listen to our. They do. They know that we have the human capital, we have the brain, and we are the people who have liberated the Yoruba nation. Do you understand? That was the propaganda that Sunday Igboho and Koiki were saying. I was shocked when I watched their video, and that stupid mentally ill Koiki said that I'm saying that it is Tinubu that is sponsoring Sunday Igboho. Me that I've always been attacking Sunday Igboho that is being sponsored by PDP, Yoruba, Igbo, and Fulani. Everyone, including my parents, believe that it is Tinubu that has been sponsoring me. Because my parents reads all of these things almost every now and then. When my mother visited me in 2015, she was telling me that this is what we continue to hear. But here you are, you struggle to pay your rent. And everybody is carrying the news that, Tinubu don't sanwó money, Tinubu don't shegba, Tinubu don't shout. And look at the way and manner that stupid Koiki He just twisted it. Just because they wanted to associate with Tinubu, saying that me, Adeyinka grandson, said that it is Tinubu that is sponsoring Sunday Igboho. I never said that. Everyone has been saying that it is Tinubu that is sponsoring me. Look at the way they twisted the mind of people. They took your money and they now want to associate with Tinubu. Look at the way that, go and watch that video. Look at the way the guy just twisted everything. I was like, I want Libra man, yeah, really gone. What is it that I noted about it? Yeah, they are very unfortunate people. When I watched that video, very unfortunate set of people. And they are very unstable. Look at the way they move from anti-Tinubu to pro-Tinubu. 360-degree movement. And they just painted me as if they painted me in a different color. Me that everybody in Nigeria, even any Yoruba you see, they will tell you it is Tinubu that is funding Adeyinka grandson. It's Tinubu that is funding Wawa. That's what everybody is saying. Will I be now the same person saying that it is Tinubu that is funding Sunday Igboho? I've always been saying it is the PDP, Igbo, and Fulani that are funding Sunday Igboho and the Yoruba Libre. Look at the way they twisted it because they wanted to associate with Tinubu. And Sunday Igboho was speaking authoritatively as if he is having a meeting with Tinubu. Tinubu, by idiot, or that is the nature of the Yoruba Libre. But let's continue. In the 5 presidential elections that we have had Yoruba candidate, Kanuri people will always vote for us. They have always voted for us. That's the truth. They have always voted for us. The Gwari people, they've always voted for us. They are the owner of Abuja. The Edo nation, they've always voted for us. The Urobo nation, they have always voted for us. Go and look at the history of election. You see this Efik-Ibibio. It is one relationship. Awolowo and Dr. Eyoita. Dr. Eyoita is from the Efik-Ibibio side. Awolowo is Yoruba. They came up to establish the second political party in Nigeria in 1933. Because of that friendship, tí ajá tó ń kọ Yorùbá sí ara ẹ̀ tó bá contest election Nigeria, àwọn Efik-Ibibio á dìbò fún. Wọ́n deny Yoruba rí. The Tiv nation, they always give their vote to the Yoruba. The Jonkun nation, they vote for the Yoruba. The Doma nation, they vote for the Yoruba. And the Birom nation. These 9 nations within Nigeria, they will always, and they have always voted for Yoruba. You just see people, you see Kanuri people, and you categorize them. People from the corner. They have always supported the Yoruba nation. Kanuri people, the people that are doing Boko Haram, you will see when Tinubu is there. Look at what happened in 2015. Tinubu and Buhari agreed that while Buhari will control the presidency, that Tinubu will control the National Assembly. And Tinubu said that Ahmed Lawal will be the Senate president in 2015. But what happened? Buhari refused because Ahmed Lawal is Kanuri. Today, Ahmed Lawal is the Senate president and a strong supporter of Tinubu. We know politics. We know how this game is played. But in the 5 elections that the Yoruba candidates participated, the following nation within Nigeria voted against the Yoruba candidate, and they will continue to vote against us. It is not one show. They don't like us. Hausa and Fulani nation, they've never voted for Yoruba. That is it. Look at our election, 1959, they did not vote for us. 1979, they did not vote for us. 1983, they did not vote for us. 1993, Abiola election, Hausa Fulani did not vote for us. They voted for their son, Bashir Tofa. 1999, Falai, they did not vote for us. In all the 5 elections that we've had, they've never voted for us. Igbo nation, they've never voted for Yoruba. And I want to challenge you, go and look at the elections of 1979. Igbo gave Awolowo 0.08%. The total vote for Awolowo is not up to 1% in the entire Igbo land. As about the same time they gave Zik, in some states he will have 16% of the vote. They gave Shagari 16% of the vote, Fulani. Igbo nation, they have never voted for us. One bit. In 2023, some people said to me, people pretend a lot. Sometimes they want to abuse me, Libra. And it was saying, don't listen, say, everybody listens to Adeyinka grandson. Even I want to need deep-seated hatred from me. Some people will come and say, stop attacking Igbo and Fulani because they won't vote for Tinubu. Idiot. Am I the one to convince Igbo and Fulani to vote for Tinubu? It is Yoruba nation I'm interested in. And we have already changed the mind. If we can change the mind of Sunday Daburu, we told him, if you try it again to undermine Tinubu, to attack him, Oman Lossi, he changed. He started campaigning for Tinubu to be president of Oduduwa Republic, something that he should be campaigning for me, because that is what I wanted to do. So you can see that the Igbo, they hated us. Now, I can vouch for the Yoruba nation that 2023, if the APC leader will follow my instruction, we will get all the votes in all the Igbo 5 states. And I've told them it's very simple, because you just need to understand what has gone on in the past. You observe the present, you'll be able to predict the future. So the historical past matters. The present matters. You use the two to predict the future. If we shut down all Igbo market across Yoruba land, we'll get the votes of Igbo people in 2023. If you think you can pacify the Igbo by saying you want to pretend as if Nigeria is a decent society, which is not, and you expect Tinubu to go to Igbo land and say, I'm going to do this for you. You will be wearing Igbo cap. I'm going to do your road. I'm going to provide for you. You think that will make Igbo to vote for you? No. Shut down Ladipo. Shut down all the markets of the Igbo. Shut it down completely. They will queue behind Tinubu. If you don't do that, Igbo will not vote for you. So I know what we're doing. I know what we're saying. Don't come and tell me and say that, because you're attacking Igbo, because you're attacking Fulani, they will not vote for Tinubu. Look, if the Fulani knows that we're going to shut down Lagos, if Tinubu doesn't get it, they will queue behind him. You use what you have to get what you want. I think like Caucasians. I don't think like black people, because black people use emotion. Fulani don't have crude oil. They control NNPC. Fulani don't have waterways. They control our waterways in Yoruba land. Fulani don't have seaport. They control our port. Me, I sit around in England doing dirty jobs like all the Yorubas. And Yoruba, I have families, my siblings are living in America. What kind of job do they do? Their husbands, one of the husbands do Uber, driving kabu. That is the miserable life we live abroad. If Fulani knows that we are going to shut down Muritala Muhammad and Tinkapot and Apapa, they will queue behind Tinubu. You use what you have to get what you want. But if you think that Tinubu should go and be pleading with Igbo and say, please, and the governors will be going to Eze Indigo like Dapo, governor of Ogun State, just did. That will secure you. If Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, now we come home, we will stop Igbo and Fulani from voting in Yoruba land. That is when you are going to have peaceful election in Yoruba land. We stop there by legislation. You cannot vote if you are not Yoruba. They do it here in England. If you are not from the Commonwealth, you can't vote. If you are from other European countries, you can't participate in the election. We can do it in Yoruba and we did it before. It is in our constitution. If you want peaceful election in Yoruba land, stop non-Yoruba from voting. Simple. It will be Yoruba versus Yoruba. The election will be peaceful. Nobody will be killing each other. But do you know what DPDP are doing? They always use Igbo to win election. So don't say to me that I'm going to stop Tinubu because I'm attacking Igbo and Fulani. I'm helping Tinubu to win. And Tinubu can only secure the vote of the Igbo if we shut down all the market of the Igbo people in Yoruba. We shut it down. They cannot live in our space and undermine our political interest and not vote for us. So if you think that you want to do it gently, you just want to campaign in an election, you go to Igbo land, Tinubu will wear one ridiculous fucking Igbo cap, and then he will be speaking and greeting Igbo people. Abiola did that. Our Lord did that. Nothing came out of it, but locked down their shops. As a matter of fact, demolished their shop and said you want to build hospitals there, you want to build railways there, you want to build another thing there. Demolish and said to their leader to go to the east and tell their Igbo people to vote for Tinubu, they will queue behind him. We told you, if we do not shut down Lagos, Hausa Fulani will not relinquish power. Hausa Fulani will not relinquish power. When I said that Fulani should start building dry port, El-Rufai took to that. I simply said to them, look, don't be greedy, Hausa Fulani. Niger Republic, they are using the port in Yoruba land to clear their goods. Chad Republic are using the port in Yoruba land. I said to the Hausa Fulani, rather than you think that a generation will never come to stop you from controlling the Yoruba port, it makes economic sense and political sense. You build dry ports in your Hausa Fulani region. Then the goods of the Niger Republic and Chad, you clear it from Lagos. You pay 100 naira to it. You move those goods via the railway and put it in your dry port. Then the people from Niger Republic and Chad Republic will come and pay you 150 naira to clear their goods. So you make 50 naira profit. It makes economic sense. Rather than for them to think that the English will continue to support them to subjugate the Yoruba nation, to control our port. It will never happen. So if the Fulani knows that we are willing to shut down these ports and Lagos International Airport, they will think and give Tinubu the ruling. But if you think that you will go to Fulani and plead with them, you can't get your freedom via pleading. No, it's people that have been suppressing and subjugating you for generation after generation, from decade to decade. You want to plead with them, you want to campaign for them to vote for you. They will never vote for you. Igbo people, they have never voted for us. Hausa Fulani people have never voted for any Yoruba candidate to be president of Nigeria. They will only vote if we use what we have to get what we want. Said to the Igbo to leave. Physically demolish their markets. Simple. And you'll be telling them, we are demolishing your market because you do not vote for us. We want you to go back to your space. And they will tell you, if we vote for you, what will you do? We will give you relative peace of mind. We're not asking you to vote in Yoruba. We're asking you to go back to your space and vote for Tinubu. Tinubu will be president. You're telling Fulani to negotiate with you peacefully. You tell Fulani that if Tinubu does not become president, you shut down the entire Lagos. They know what they are going to lose. Apapao, I've not spoken about the Nigerian Shipper Council. They are making 22 trillion. It is the Libra who gave me the research. They've done the research on their own, but they couldn't interpret it. And they scattered all the data. It took me 24 hours for me to clean up the data. I got the data. I got tired and I left it. That I would do it and I will speak about it in near future. 22 trillion naira. That is what Nigerian Shipper Council are making. 22 trillion from Lagos. When you say to Fulani, everything will be gone if they don't allow Tinubu. You need to use what you have to get what you want. If you try to say you're going to negotiate with these people who have been controlling your wealth since 1966, after the suspension of regional government, they will not let go. They know what they are going to lose. You will see Tinubu will get the vote of the Igbo. If only the Yoruba governments, particularly Governor Sanwo-Olu, would demolish Igbo shops in Lagos and build railways there, or build new housing accommodation. You just came up with any flimsy excuses. People will just come to see me, grandson, please don't attack Igbo again. Don't attack Fulani. We need them to vote. If you want to beg Igbo to vote for Tinubu, you must be out of your mind. You don't know what election is like in Nigeria. Igbo and Fulani that are controlling your wealth, you will then pacify them before they will vote for Tinubu. You're foolish. Igbo nation, they have never voted for Yoruba. They will not vote for Tinubu unless Governor Sanwo-Olu will be reasonable. He's playing politics, he's doing gentleman. By the time the military comes and take over, you will be here in London washing toilets with us. You are enjoying saying you are governor. My parents used to be very wealthy. They are old now. When they want to have health care, it is their children they will be calling up and down. But if they have supported a return to regional government, and as a matter of fact, even go to war, they will be enjoying now today if they are still alive. But this time, in their old age, they are still talking about healthcare, calling their children to come and take care of them medically, when they should be having free and qualitative education. When they want to renovate their house, they call their children. when they should have been paid their pension to do so. But then they were doing Faji. Now in their old age, they are suffering. If we don't do anything, we will suffer in our old age too. So that's why it is very imperative we put Tinubu there as the president of Nigeria, and we make life difficult for him until he returns back the country to regional government. Then we will participate in the Yoruba parliamentary election, and if we win and form the government, we will give you a referendum on the Oduduwa Republic questions. And if you, the electorate in Yoruba, vote yes, we will take the results to our president, to our head of state, and pass everything to Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. He will activate this through the National Assembly. Boa, you have your Oduduwa Republic without a one gun shot fired. Another people, the nation in Europe, in Nigeria, that does not vote for Yoruba is Ijo. That's where Jonathan is. Go and look at the election. My friends are Ijo, but you know I always abuse them. They drink a lot of Kankon. The daughter of the Ayanabo of Ijo is like the Aoni of Ife. We could have been married, but I said to her, no, I don't want to. I want to marry a Yoruba woman. Ijo people, they have never voted for us. Go and look at the election of Awolowo. Go and look at the elections of Abiola. Go and look at the election of Falai. Ijo don't vote for us. Nupe people, they've never voted for us too. Nupe, they don't. Go and look at the election of Awolowo. Go and look at the election of Abiola. Go and look at the election of Olufalai. Nupe people never vote for us. Igbira and Igala, they don't vote for us. Some people will say, Yoruba and Igbira are cutting. I say, it's bullshit. Go and look at how this election is. So because we've done, because when I make mention of their name, you say, these people, they are close to us. No, they do not vote for us. Igala and Igbira, they do not vote for us. But Kanuri people, you call them Boko Haram, they are the best allies of the Yoruba in the north. The Gwari people who are in Abuja, they vote for us. The Edo nation, they vote for us. Urobo nation, they vote for us. Efiki Bibiu, they vote for us. Tif, they vote for us. Jonkun, they vote for us. Idoma, they vote for us. Birom, they vote for us, and they will vote for Tinubu. They will vote for him. So as Yoruba, we must discriminate against Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, Ijo, Nupe, Igbira, and Igala people in Yoruba because they do not vote for our political interest. That is the truth. We must treat them as our enemies. We must not give them viable employment opportunities across Yoruba land. Why should you be making Igbo? When we did a research in 2012 about banking jobs, 45% of the jobs, of the banking jobs in Yoruba land are reserved for Yoruba people. About the same percentage is also reserved for Igbo. Why should you give your enemy job? What stops us from bringing in Kanuri people and give them the opportunities that we are giving to Igbo? Kanuri people have respect for us. Efik Ibibio people, yeah, we should give them more opportunities in Yoruba land. They have always supported us politically. Why are we giving opportunities to Igbo and Fulani? Go to all our employment and job. And then I've been asked to speak about Naira Marley and Mayokun. They were singing in praises of Igbo girls. But I don't have your time now because I'm speaking about the enemies, and I don't have your time because Naira Marley, you know, when you were in London, you live in Peckham. Peckham is the most deprived community in the whole of Western Europe. It is like Ajangbadi or Ajegunle, and Yoruba are living there. It's a very deprived place. That's the place Naira Marley was living when he was in London. And they have locked him up in prison more than 20 times. He was selling marijuana and drug. He amounted to nothing in England because it's not English. But Zoom, he came to Yoruba land, he became a household name. Very wealthy, stupendously rich. The idiot is singing about Chichi, an Igbo name, idiots. When you were in London, the English discriminated against you. They were putting you in prison every now and then. You made your money in Yoruba land, you are singing for Igbo girl. Idiot that you are. Why don't you go to Enugu and fucking move there? And I've been told that it's the same stupid thing that Mayokun is doing. You know, we're working on your leader, Davido. We're still looking for his concerts. It's a different organization that is in charge of that. It's not YY, but they've informed us that they will shut down Davido's concert in Lagos, particularly. They wanted to do that across Yoruba. You cannot constitute nuisance and ask Igbo to kill Yoruba leaders, and you want to be making music. So some of these Yoruba musicians are just terrible. They are not actually good, well educated anyway. So we must treat our enemies as enemies. We must not give them viable employment opportunities across Yoruba land. People who don't vote for you, they don't vote for you. Look at the Yoruba people. They have always been voting for Labour for one reason, because they want to stay in England and they believe that Labour will help them to stay. That's why they voted for Labour every time. But if Igbo people, they will go and queue behind Fulani when we're having presidential election. Yet all of them are living in Yoruba land, and you continue to accommodate them. You are foolish. Tell that stupid Naira Marley to come back to England. You will end up in prison, in their prison again. People who always put you in prison. You don't do anything. Anything. He was just a shit guy selling drugs, selling marijuana, doing all shit, horrible things all over London. Because he was not given the opportunity because he's black. That is the honest truth. He came to Yoruba land and became a very stinkingly rich guy, and he's singing in praises of Igbo girl. Why don't you fucking move to Enugu and be doing that music if you see anybody patronizing you? Stupid boys all over the place. We must treat our enemies as enemies. Igbo, Fulani, Hausa, Ijo, Nupe, Igbira, Igala. We must treat them as such. If you treat them ruthlessly, they will respect you. But they think that we're foolish now. Igbo will tell you that we are horrible, they will never vote for us. And we continue to employ them in Lagos. We continue to employ them in Oyo State. We continue to allow their market to spread. You start shutting down their market, you will see they will be the ones singing Tinubu's name. You see. You cannot pacify them to vote for you. By the time the election of 2023 is coming and a Fulani man is representing PDP, forget it. If we do not shut down Igbo businesses across Yoruba land, demolish them so that we can build proper structures there, they will never vote for us. The people who are from Kanuri land, Gwari land, Edo land, Orobo land, Efik Ibibio land, Thief land, Junkun land, Idoma land, and Birom have shown to be good friends of the Yoruba nation. We must associate with them as our allies within Nigeria and accord them the respect they deserve when they live in Yoruba land. We must treat these people with respect. Look at what is going on in Kanuri land now with all the high DC camps. We can have some camps in Yoruba land for specifically Kanuri people. If that would jeopardize our security, we can help them to have a camp in Borno or Maiduguri, and we give them food and relief materials. Now you say to them, this is coming from the Yoruba nation. You have been our friends politically. This is in your time of need. We support you. Show them the kind of respect. This is what diplomacy is all about. Diplomacy is reciprocity, tit for tat. The Kanuri people, they voted for Abiola. The Kanuri people, they voted for Olufalaye. The Kanuri people, they voted for Awolowo. We should show love towards them. We should not show love towards the Igbo because they've never supported us politically. We should show to Igbo, to Hausa Fulani that they are our enemies. We should undermine them in Yoruba land. We should deny them employment opportunities in Yoruba land. But we're not very smart. If we go to Kanuri land and give them relief material, clothing, food, and everything made from Yoruba land or made in Yoruba land, this is coming from Yoruba people, blah, 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 they will still vote for us. Are we only to go to them during elections? These people are very kind towards us. They are very kind. So we should show them love. Like this guy, wounded civilian, because I said I'm going to do a video about Edo people, that I'm going to finish all of them for their incessant abuse. He educated us saying that it was actually half Igbo and half Edo that were abusing the Yoruba people. that they are not Edo people abusing us. So that is it, folks. We identify our enemies. We must be able to treat our enemy the way they should be treated. And I think that the Yoruba liberals, they are running out of ideas. They seem to be stuck and confused. That's why they were dropping that propaganda. Look at the way Amana, they changed 360 degree. They started praising Tinubu. Like I said to the conservative, that this Yoruba liberal, they are expert in negotiation. They change. They have no principles. They have no values. They change. Look at Payo Adebanjo. He's been abusing Tinubu all the time. They just do that to get Tinubu's attention. I told you many, many months ago that if Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, all of these liberals that are abusing him, they will go to him, be begging for job. Look at Payo Adebanjo, who has been saying, oh, it is Oduduwa Republic. He changed 360 degrees saying that it is restructured. That's the nature of Libra. So don't be perturbed about their attitude. But what I said to you, I have practicalized it. I said we have to understand the past. In the past, the generation before us, they ignored the liberals. When the liberal undermined Tinubu, they were ignored. When they undermined Abiola, we never did anything to them. Look at what we are doing as wife. Look at when Sunday Dagbolu came out saying that he's going to kill Tinubu. We attacked him. We attacked him. We called for his arrest. We called for that. We said he has to. We called for his arrest, particularly because he was an accomplice to the assassination of Dr. Aborode. He was shaking. For over 1 month, he was in hiding. Look, he came out now and he was started pressing Tinubu. He turned 360 degrees. If we have said, Sunday Igboho, please don't abuse Tinubu, he will gain more strength. He will gain more power and be attacking him. We call for his arrest. We expose him. We say we're going to attack him for daring to say that he wants to assassinate our leaders. We said, we gave him the condition that he has to stop attacking Tinubu or he will be the one to be shot from the front. He changed. I told you, I know all of these people. Yoruba liberals. I know them. I think like Caucasian actually. I learned diplomacy from them. It's not the kind of diplomacy that we practice in Nigeria and in Yoruba. She said, we're diplomatic. Reciprocity is diplomacy. You do good to me, I do good to you. You do evil towards me, I hit you up with evil. That is how people survive. That is how nation. That's why I said to you that nation does not forgive. Individual can forgive, but as nation, anybody to battle Jopada, I said, you attack them. If we have not attacked Sunday Igboho, you think you will change 360 degrees. So we are giving him another instruction. If you come out to say there will be no election, we will deal with you. You will face the consequences of that statement. What we're saying is that you cannot say there will be no election in a democratic society. You understand? If you don't want to participate in an election, it is for you to make that decision. Don't say that there will be no election. You are calling for anarchy. You are being confrontational with the constituted authority, and you should face the consequences of your action. After all, you said that the police have arrested me here in England. The police have arrested me here in England a lot of time. But I respect their justice system. They will listen to me, and I will go and explain myself. You too, you should go and explain yourself in respect of Dr. Aborode's assassination. You Sunday Igboho, you go to court. Face the jury if we have jury system in Nigeria, which we don't, and it's a very beautiful system. If you don't have, face the judge, explain yourself. Why did you go to Ibarapa to make allegation that it was the Fulani who assassinated Dr. Aborode? You explain to the court where you get your information from, and the court will cross-examine you whether you know that it was actually the Yoruba PDP who killed that guy. So, folks, I want you to learn something from Sunday Igboho's video. He came out, he changed 360 degrees. If you have ignored the Yoruba Libra, one party no buffoni, Odiketanie, one Taolo Mole, one pa Abiola, one to she worse. Putting one to Abiola, one pa Yahweh, one Timoli, one to Pangaga. So to buy pay our sorrow, a connection men no more. wọ́n á kún Tinubu, wọ́n á kún rẹ́kẹrẹ́kẹ́ ṣojú yín, wọ́n á kún, wọ́n á tún jẹ ẹran ẹ̀, kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ máa ṣe. Orí tá a dájọ́ wọn change àbí wọn change. Mo ní wọn kì í fi sùúrù ṣe pẹ̀lú Libra wicked. Èmi nǹkan tí máa type orúkọ mi, oríṣiríṣi horrible things ló máa ń kọ́ ń parí. Ṣé mo gbà fún wọn? Ṣé mo máa ń dákẹ́? Mo máa fún wọn tán ni. Ẹni tó bá dákẹ́ ni tara ẹ̀ máa bá dákẹ́. Tí Libra bá ń ṣe wèrè tó bá gbé orò fún wọn, wọ́n máa pa ẹ́. Ìyẹn lẹ́lẹ́ni sí yẹn o. So a tún ti fún Sunday Igboho ní another one. Tó bá jáde, tó bá ń campaign pé kò ní selection, á fẹnu họra. Ẹgbà bẹ́ẹ̀, á fi ẹnu họra. Ṣùgbọ́n ó lè jáde kó sọ pé òun fún Oduduwa Republic. Kó kàn máa ṣe bóbò fáwọn Libra tó fún lówó, ìyẹn kò kan yé. Àwọn yẹn ló gọ̀. A ti sọ pé owó tẹ̀ ń gbé fún Sunday Igboho, ẹ lọ máa fi lobby America. Àwọn yẹn náà àwọn kan máa fi wọ́n jẹun o. Ṣorí gbogbo tí mò ń sọ yìí, wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ fídíò mi. Àwọn kan á kàn dé ní Zoom. Wọ́n láwọn fẹ́ lobby Joe Biden, ẹ fáwọn lówó. Àwọn yẹn náà tún fi wọ́n pa. But àwa tá à ń sọ òótọ́, wọn ò ní fún wa lówó yẹn. But kò kàn wá. Conservative làwọn bá dì. So but à ń sọ fún yín ẹ̀yin conservative, ṣé ti rí pé wọn kì í fi ẹ̀sọ̀ ṣe pẹ̀lú Libra. Gbogbo àti Sunday Igboho tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó máa shoot Tinubu látẹ̀yìn, àwọn ọba yẹn àwọn máa pa wọ́n ni, àwọn máa ṣe gbá àwa àwẹ̀ tẹ́ bá dákẹ́ ni. Ṣé Sunday Igboho orí tó sá fún 1 month lọ, ó kọ́kọ́ sá lọ náà gbàgbọ́ gbé náà kó. Wọn kì í fi sùúrù bá Libra ṣe. Libra wicked. Wọ́n wicked. Libra Yorùbá, wọ́n máa ń support Igbo. Nígbà tí mo yìí máa ń torí tí n sin lórí Facebook, mi ò fáwọn èèyàn ní opportunity tó bá jọ́rẹ̀ mi ò lè make comment. Nígbà tí oríṣiríṣi máa ń make comment, àwọn Yorùbá ló máa ń bú mi jù tí n bá ti ta sí Igbo. Mo ti rí pé irú àwọn yẹn tó bá fọ́ wọn lójú, o láti fọ́ wọn lẹ́sẹ̀. Olóṣì tó pọ̀ jù ní Yorùbá Libra. Gbogbo gàràgàrà Sunday Igboho wọn, ara ẹ̀ ti balẹ̀. Wọ́n ti ń bu fúnra wọn sìn. Wọ́n ti gbà wọ̀dì. Bọ̀bọ́n yẹn dẹ̀ lọ́pọlọ fún wọn ni. Ó rí pé wọ́n hate Tinubu, ó jù fún wọn, ó attack Tinubu gbàgbàgbà. Pàtó attack Tinubu, àwọn yẹn náà dáwó fún. Ó fọwọ́ ra wọn ó fi ra Prado Jeep, zuzuzuzu, gbùì, ó jáde, ẹjọ́ ìtorí ọlọ́, ẹ bá wù Tinubu bọ̀, bàbá wa ní. Ó tún lo gbogbo fún ọkọ̀ ní. Ẹjọ́ ẹ má bu àwọn ọlọ́pàá bọ̀, àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe tiwa, ó ti mọ̀ pé tó bá bọ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá jù, ó máa ń so ìyàgàn. Wèrè ní wẹ̀wẹ̀ ẹ̀, ó kàn lo owó bá wọn rí. Sunday Dagboru, ó ti jẹ wọn lọ. So guys, now they're telling me that to be part of YF members, kindly fill the form which our media has just circulated. Yeah. So thank you guys. Tomorrow will be the last day, 10 days. And as a matter of fact, I have 2 topics that I would like to discuss tomorrow. But in fairness, I just want people to speak themselves. Perhaps I might have to bring individuals to come around, or I will take your question. I don't know how the format will be. It depends. But I appreciate your time and attention. And even though we have to have 3 days break because we have to do something urgent, thank you very much for always supporting the young Yoruba for freedom. We are recruiting for conservative young Yoruba. And we have a lot of fantastic people that are not young, but they are very, very elderly, but not too old. They want a better future for their grandchildren and perhaps for themselves. Imagine we get Tinubu as the president of Nigeria, then he devolves power back to the regions as the federating unit. Then under 5 years, we have free and qualitative healthcare in Yoruba land, free education, security of lives and property, affordable housing, and job security. And people don't know this. that I've mentioned. Imagine we have free and qualitative education. My parents will no longer be calling us and say, hospital, Orindomi. No, they will just go to the hospital without telling the children. And that will be a big relief to so many other children. Imagine we have free education up to university level. If we can't afford up to university level, imagine we have student loan. You think parents will be so worried about their children going to school? No. You look at the kind of relief that would be for multitude of parents. Imagine we have security of lives and properties. We're not going to be faced with Igbo criminality again because we will now be controlling our home police and our home military. Fulani will not take over our forestry again. We will now be controlling our own forests. We'll control the military and police on our own as Yoruba region. People will be able to travel even in the middle of the night. People will be able to go to work even at night. There will be security of lives and properties. You will no longer be so worried about sleeping in your own home. Imagine if we put Tinubu as the president of Nigeria and he allows us to go back to regional government. Then we'll have job security in Yoruba land, whereby those who cannot have job, the government will give them unemployment benefit. You think there will be Yahoo Yahoo again? You think there will be prostitution again? When people can get money from government pending the time they find job? Job security. Now add affordable housing to it, in which you can easily get a mortgage. And those who cannot afford a mortgage, who don't have a house, they will be entitled to a roof over their head, provided to them by their local authority, that means their local government area. Affordable housing for everybody. You think people will be doing prostitution every day, and you see married women doing prostitution all over Yoruba land because they want to pay their rent, they want to pay their children's school fees, they want to pay for health care, all of these 5 things. So let us think about these things. If you truly want Oduduwa Republic, our number 1 priority, the prelude to Oduduwa Republic, is Tinubu's presidency. Then he gets there, he devolves power back to the region. Man, we're made. We are made. So let us think long and hard about our decision. Don't let us say because of hatred. Our spokesperson sent a video about a man speaking, saying that a leader is not appointed because you love him. He's appointed because he's going to get the job done. There is no single individual in Yoruba land today who has ever been talking about true federalism, which they call restructuring, which we call devolution of power now. The only man that has been saying this from the first time he joined politics is this Tinubu. He openly said that he does not believe in one Nigeria. What he was saying is that he does not believe in the current unitary system. He says he believes in decentralized democracy, devolution of power. This is what he has been saying all his life. He has never changed. He's not a liberal, he's a conservative. Look at YYF. Since we've been speaking, that you have been listening to us, have we ever changed? We've been saying the same thing over and over for years. We're not liberals. Look at Sunday Dagboru. He's just changed 360 degrees from being anti-Tinubu to pro-Tinubu. It doesn't have any value. It doesn't stand for any principle. That is how Yoruba liberals are behaving. And that is the nature of the Yoruba PDP. If you put your trust and hope on Yoruba PDP, Yoruba land will never be great. Tinubu is the man for the job. We put him there. We go straight for shutting down of Lagos. Then he will be forced to devolve power back to the region. We don't want the 36-state system. Then for the first time since 1955, there will be Yoruba parliament. We've never had Yoruba parliament since the Igbo suspended regional government. Our parliament has always been in Ibadan. Igbo destroyed. Since Igbo destroyed regional government, our Oba, as a collective, they've never sat down for a meeting to shape our life. So folks, it is Tinubu presidency that is the first step to the Oduduwa Republic. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.